I am not taking personal readings at this time. Please do not get scammed by people posing as me in the comments section. Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel Roseology. So first off, let me start by saying I am so sorry for the hiatus. I've actually been practically living out of suitcases at this point, preparing to move, plus still traveling a little bit. But around early October, my posting schedule should return back to normal because then I should be settled into the new space and even maybe posting some different type of content since I'll be in a bigger home. But yeah, anyways, today's reading is all about your September and what amazing things / blessings are happening for you this month. And these blessings, I should just say for sure, to clear up, can come in any form. So some piles may be talking about like financial blessings, other piles will be talking about some sort of maybe like spiritual breakthrough or releasing something like that. So, you know, like I was just saying, like these blessings can come in any form of mental breakthroughs, emotional closures, spiritual healing, tangible blessings, material fortune, physical success, and even relationships. There's an infinite amount of ways that these blessings can materialize and manifest in your life. And so we're just going to be looking at that energy today, the energy that you are in alignment with for the month of September. Now, obviously, this is a general reading, meaning that it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not and should not control or dictate your life. If you hear something that you do not like and think that you are just doomed to that reality, then you are not using my readings correctly, because my readings are for confirmation and not answers. So realize that at the end of the day, your free will and what you choose to do with it will determine your outcome, and not a pick a card reading on YouTube. So please be responsible, be accountable, and use this as a guide to help decipher the messages that your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along. So let's get to the meditation. For those of you that want to participate in that, let me just say, like I always do, this is a general reading. So in order for this reading to resonate with you individually, you need to be synced into the energy of this reading. And to help you do that, and also to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I am going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway through that meditation, I will be holding up these cards here that are actually different crystals. So I'm going to actually be using these cards as the clairvoyant meditation today versus like a physical crystal. I'll just be using the pictures on the cards here. And after that clairvoyant pile selection, there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile, and you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. Now, if you're drawn to another pile, it's because there's another message for you in that pile. So if you're already, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body. Start with your feet and work that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive downloads, messages, and guidance about the blessings on the way to you this month of September. So this is pile number 1. This is pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. On pile number 1 is amethyst. On pile 2 is turquoise. On pile 3 is carnelian. And pile 4 is citrine spirit quartz. All right, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with some oracle cards. Then we're going to get to your tarot cards and then pull some additional oracle cards on camera to see the amazing things that September has in store for you. So let's get started. So the first card that we're going to be pulling here is it's like an archangel animal oracle deck, which I thought was really cool to combine both those two. So let's just see what you're working with, what energy you're working with this month. And we have here Ant, and it says cooperate for the highest good of the community. Archangel Pre-Menelik, I think it says. So this is definitely saying that whatever happens in the month of September, this amazing thing that happens in the month of September, it's not just going to benefit you, it's going to benefit the people around you. It's going to benefit your kids, it's going to benefit your spouse, it's going to benefit your family, your friends, your whoever it is that is kind of on this ride with you, whoever is especially in your inner circle. This is going to be benefiting. Let's see, underneath the deck here we have Goat. Act from your innate wisdom. Archangel Perlamik and Pan, God of nature. Very interesting. So the ant or the goat may be your spirit animal. It may be an animal that you're very, very closely linked to. You may see these animals a lot in dreams or imagery of them, something like that. You may as well be a Capricorn, because that is the goat is the mascot for Capricorn. So, yeah, this is also kind of telling me too, for this to be underneath the deck, that there is something that is happening for you in September that's really amazing. But the thing is like, it has to do with your ambition too. So I don't know if my pile ones are just very ambitious people, but whatever it is that you end up pulling off in September, it's going to benefit more than just you. There's going to be a lot of people that are able to, there's going to be a lot of people that end up profiting or gaining off of the good things that happen for you in September. So let's take a look at your tarot cards now that we kind of got the overall energy of your September, which is really, really, really dope. So there also could be too, let me also add this in before we get to your tarot cards with this ant card right here. This could be like good things happening for the people around you as well, like the people in your life, like your friends, your family, your spouse, your whoever it is, like I said, again, that is in your inner circle that you work very closely with, or maybe you live in close quarters with them, maybe you live with them. Maybe you work with them, maybe you have a business partner, and this is like maybe them getting some sort of opportunity that you're also linked to. This is like whatever good happens for one of you guys is good for everyone, you know. So this is just all around really good energy where you're not just winning, but the people around you are also winning in the month of September. This kind of directly links right back to you, where it's like you still get those benefits too. You know, you still get to profit off of other people's opportunities or blessings this month as well. So let's just check out your tarot cards, see what we've got going on here. So the very first one that we have here is the moon. Then we have here the Nine of Swords. And don't be worried about the Nine of Swords, okay? Because the energy that I'm reading for you is the amazing things happening in September. So, and then we have the Lovers. This is interesting. Very interesting. But again, as you can see, we kind of have this like connection energy here, the Lovers. So, you know, it's like that idea of like, oh, it's not just you. It's not just about you in the month of September. So I'm just shuffling some small clarifiers right here. I'm not looking for a clarifier right now, but it does help me to, it's something about shuffling. You're doing something like this. It just helps me to sort of download the message a little bit easier here. But pile one, the moon represents what is hidden, right? It's ruled by Pisces, and Pisces rules the 12th house, which is also the astrological home of hidden things. Then directly beside the moon card right here, we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords talks about a mental disturbance because of what we know. Swords represent the truth in tarot. And the Lovers right here can allude to a relationship or a major choice. In so many words, like a massive truth comes out that may have been kind of hanging over you or some sort of relationship for months, maybe even years. But this is like the truth coming out, pile one. This is like the truth coming out, and it liberates you. It frees you. This could be a truth that you've been hiding, or it's a secret that someone else has been trying to possibly hide from you. But in September, your angels and ancestors says that it's time for you to know, or it's time for some sort of truth to come out. It's time for something that you've been feeling to be validated as well. Like, this is about, like, you can feel something, but you can't necessarily see it. And this could be like a good something that you've been feeling, where it's like, I feel like I'm on the heels of something amazing happening. And in September is going to validate what you've been feeling, those sort of undertones, those undercurrents, those under feelings that haven't necessarily, that's not a word, but that's what comes to mind for me with you, is like, there's like these under feelings or these under sensations that you've been getting, but they just haven't been validated by your reality around you. But September, that's going to change for you. Again, too, as well, with the Lovers card right here, let me just get this first part out. When it comes to a relationship, there could definitely be some sort of truth that comes out. Maybe that you've been hiding it. It could be someone else that's hiding it. But with this Moon card right here, whoever or whatever this is may have been trying to mislead you a little bit. I don't know why, but this Moon card is kind of screaming someone leaving like fake clues out, trying to like throw you off, because you may have been close to catching someone before in some sort of truth or in some sort of lie. And this may not sound like good news to you when it comes to your relationships, the relationship message part of this reading for the month of September, but it's just here and I have to say it. It might not sound like good news to you. And if you did not intuitively select this pile, it won't sound like good news. But pile one, this is for those of you that have been maybe suspicious for months that someone isn't being honest, or that maybe someone's hiding something, or someone feels a certain type of way that they're not, alleging to, or like they're not like admitting to. You've been able to feel it and sense it with this Moon card right here. That's what I'm talking about. There's like undertones, there's undercurrents, there's these feelings that you're picking up, but maybe no one's admitting to it, or you don't have anything in your immediate environment to kind of confirm what you've been feeling. September is going to change that for you. So like I said, you've been able to feel it or sense it with this Moon card right here. My pile ones have possibly even prayed or asked for better discernment. You've prayed or asked for the truth to get exposed, to come out. You may have even done like a truth exposing ritual here, because you can't count on this person or this situation to be upfront and transparent. So you relied on magic or your ancestors maybe, or your angels, to reveal the contents of someone's heart or someone's intentions, and it all comes out. Now, another thing that just came through strong is one of my pile ones. Yeah, look at that. King of Swords. This is all about the truth. What is that? The Five of Wands? Yeah. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this is someone, okay. This is definitely kind of somebody offering you, there's confusion here in the middle of some sort of a situation or relationship, right? With this Five of Wands right here. King of Swords is all about the truth. Like, he's like, I'm not going to settle for anything other than the actual truth. There's no negotiating when it comes to the King of Swords. His word is his law, period. With the Five of Wands right here, and I'm getting the King of Swords is your energy. You want clear-cut answers, the truth. You don't really play around in confusion. Five of Wands in reverse is you almost being repulsed by some sort of confusing energy, some sort of conflicting energy possibly happening in a relationship, especially with this Page of Cups coming out right here and this Lovers card right here. And so, yeah, with the Page of Cups in reverse, it's like you're not accepting you're not accepting something you're not accepting, because you're like, no, I know there's something else there. I just can't prove it right now. You're just not fessing to it. You're not admitting to it. Someone isn't admitting to it. And you can feel that. So you're just not open to accepting whatever someone's trying to offer you or something is trying to offer you. And like I said, if you did not intuitively select pile one, this won't necessarily sound like good news to you. But some of you guys in my pile ones, you have done some sort of like truth ritual. Look at that. Yeah, Four of Swords came out. Yeah, you're being quiet about some sort of truth that you feel is going on. You're being quiet about it. You're kind of sitting back and just waiting and observing. Yeah, Judgment underneath the deck. So for those of you that have maybe been suspicious, this is a very specific message right here. I know it kind of like took over the pile here, and I'm going to get back to the other general message, but this really kind of took over the pile. So I really feel like somebody's ancestors here really wants this message to get through to you. For those of you that have been in some sort of a relationship or a dynamic where you feel as though someone is not being honest with you, especially if you've been asking for the truth from the universe, especially if you've been asking for more clarity, for someone or something to be exposed, if you've done some sort of magic ritual, anything where you are focusing on somebody telling you the truth or the truth coming out so you can know. That is happening in September, hands down, no questions about it. But another thing that is also coming through is someone possibly coming back to tell you the truth. That this is someone that may have hurt you in the past, and to you, it looked like they didn't have a reason, right? You always wanted to know why. Why did they do this? The why you may not have been able to get over or accept, but this person just feels heavy on their heart, like they need to tell you this, or like they need to say this, or like they need to apologize, or like they need to explain. That someone feels like they need to explain, right? And the truth, in other words, this person has a need to clear the air or the truth. And the truth, in other words, cannot be held in anymore in the month of September. They cannot hold it in anymore. And it's like, yes, some of you guys are some powerful ass like witches or spiritualists or magicians, whatever you want to call yourself, a prayer warrior, because you either did a spell for the truth to be exposed or you prayed and asked for it. You had a convo with your ancestors, your spiritual team. You went to the spiritual side and asked them for the truth. And that's all the spiritual realm knows is the truth, depending on the energies that you're working with. But these energies, they are answering you in September with the truth. And it may be a little heavy to hear. It might be, you know, it may even make you feel a little like, I don't like this. 9 of Swords right here, right? But it's going to free you ultimately, because you being able to sense the truth but not getting it out of someone for all this time has made you feel heavy. It's made you feel not as light as you should be feeling, and you're being freed from that. And I have to also say it because it's here for my pile ones. I'm sorry guys, but you have a divine counterpart on the way with this Lovers card right here. For those of you that are interested in a divine counterpart, a relationship, anything like that, especially those of you that have had a hard time being alone or have been wanting a new relationship, you connect to an actual spiritually destined partner in September. You guys either meet, or you start talking, or you start dating, or you go out on a date, or you know, or you realize in the month of September, this is what I want, this counterpart. I do want this partner. I do want my other half. I'm ready for that now. So that could just be you being ready for that. But again, this is the result of you asking the universe for something and it delivers. So with the moon here, you may have done a moon. Wow. My mouth just tried to say candle. So you may have even done candle magic that is manifesting as well. But work with the moon in September, pile one, because the moon is here assisting you in energy when it comes to liberating yourself mentally and emotionally from any sort of heavy energy. This month for you is about liberation, period. That's the word for you. The full moon is what's sticking out the most in your reading, and we'll have the full moon in Pisces. And oh yeah, the moon is ruled by Pisces. And the full moon in Pisces is happening around the end of September, September 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there. But whatever someone was doing in the dark comes to light, and it frees you. So you don't have to be caught in that darkness anymore. You know, you don't have to deal with that, like, I see the sun. You don't have to be caught in that darkness anymore. This is exactly what I was just talking about. This is just you being liberated. Look, the Lovers came out again. There's definitely a divine counterpart on the way. That slid out, and that was underneath the Knight of Swords is the Fool in reverse. Yeah, that's on the way for you guys, for those of you that want a relationship. So that's another part of your amazing things, amazing news that's happening for you in the month of September. And so that's mainly, or basically, what this Nine of Swords is saying alongside the moon right here is that whatever it is that you've been worrying about, pile one, whatever you've been anxious about, whatever you've been fearful of, whatever you have been anticipating the worst about will not come to pass. It's not going to happen. And in the month of September, those fears get alleviated. And so the presence of the Nine of Swords being here is very, very... it's very powerful in this reading, where we're looking at amazing things happening to you, because this is the end of this Nine of Swords feeling. This is the end of this confusion with this moon card right here. This is the end of that. And then the Lovers right here is talking about harmony, union, balance. These are two people that reflect each other's dualities. They reflect each other's dual natures. So they are the perfect partners for each other. They fit perfectly. They fit beautifully. So you're going to, a lot of your life is going to harmonize in the month of September. And that is why, for those of you that are looking for a divine partner, this is why this is pretty much destined for you in the month of September, is because you have this harmonizing energy working all around you in the month of September. And as we can see, we got with the Ant card right here, cooperate for the highest good of the community. So this is definitely for many of you, especially if you've been feeling lonely. This is just confirmation coming through that that's not going to be for much longer. You're going to find somebody that is like literally, they're like you in a different body. They are you in a different soul with a different consciousness, but you guys are so alike and you just balance each other beautifully. Moon represents our emotional self and our domestic, everyday, mundane life. There's evidence here of a blessing coming to your home with this Moon card here, feeling more comforted, safe, and supported, not feeling so alone anymore, especially with this Ant card here too. Now the Nine of Swords talks about the blessing of mental blockages, fears, and stressors being alleviated, being able to sleep through the night peacefully again. And with these two cards being paired up, the Moon and the Nine of Swords, this is definitely talking about your night schedule or routine. This is talking about those of you whose sleeping schedule has been impacted by the stress that you deal with every day, that getting addressed. This is for those of you whose anxiety really revs up at night, where that voice starts talking to you that tells you that things aren't going to work out, that things are going to be messed up, that nothing's going to go good, to prepare for the worst, you know? So it's like there's a little bit of mental torment here that looks like it gets kicked up at night. Maybe like when the lights go down, or maybe this is when you're alone. Maybe this is when it's silent. Maybe this is when you're not hanging out with people. Maybe this is when you like are, you know, you have that peace and quiet to yourself and that voice gets going. So this is the alleviation of that kind of stress that seems like it almost like haunts you or torments you, you know, at night. For those of you that deal with that, you being able to cope with that anxiety and the mental distress, or being able to remove it so it's not impacting your body's ability to regulate itself with rest and sleep. So that is something that is happening for you in the month of September, finding new ways to cope with that stress. Some of you may have like, what do they call it? I think they call it high functioning anxiety, something like that. Is it called high functioning anxiety, where it's like you're able to appear normal and like you're not having anxiety even though your body is under a tremendous amount of stress, but it's like you're able to mask it a little bit better. I think they call that high functioning anxiety. This may be coming up here in your reading. So for those of you dealing with anything like that, even if you haven't been like actually diagnosed with anxiety or anything like that, but just anything where it's like, you know, just that stress sort of gets kicked up, it gets revved up, it gets ignited by something, it gets triggered or sparked by something, that is where you are finding a lot of your alleviation this month. The Lovers as well is the blessing of someone getting you, understanding you, aligning with you so closely that it's almost hard to believe they really mentally align with you, because the Lovers is ruled by Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the god of communication, intellect, the mind, perspective. So, you know, this is somebody that just gets you on a very deep mental and intellectual level. They understand why you see things the way that you do. They really can empathize with your perspective on life. But again, in September, you won't feel so alone. And it mostly has to do with this Lovers card character or energy. And this can come in the form of a friend or some sort of like platonic partnership, but more than likely this will be a romantic interest or partner. So if you are already in a relationship, then this is just your romantic partner having a better understanding of you in September. You not really feeling at odds with them because they're just not getting where you're coming from, you know? So yeah, but with the Lovers again being ruled by Gemini, this person, they really get you without you having to explain yourself, because the two of you have been on a very similar journey. So there's this unspoken bond here. And for those of you that have been feeling like no one's on your side, this person will feel like they are a teammate of yours, you know? And that's something that your spiritual team is very aware of, that you kind of need that little reminder of in the month of September. You know, there's a really good balance there. So let's see, let's get some other oracle cards for you guys for the month of September. Okay, it says you are the breath. Listen and connect to your intuition. Spend time when you balance yourself. Yeah, it's pretty much what, oh, let me get your clarifiers out of the way. You guys are definitely coming into harmony and balance for sure. It's just the energy that's all around you. And this is why you're going to find friends, partners, people that you want to connect with. Look at this. Stay strong and be a guiding light. Ground yourself and be love. Yeah, this is why you guys are destined to find like friends, partners, partnerships in the month of September. That's really going to balance you out. You're just going to feel a different sense of being grounded, especially for those of you that have been dealing with, we have path that came out for you, especially for those of you that have been dealing with somebody that's not been honest with you. You're used to that imbalance. You're used to that sort of imbalance where the truth is not easy to come by. You're used to the type of balance where you're honest with someone and they're not honest with you. This is all changing in September. You're working with completely different energy now. And this was always the path that you've been on with this path card right here. Then we have here reflection. Yeah, so this Nine of Swords energy is more so the past. That's more that it's in the past. Like I said, this Nine of Swords energy for you is what you're not going to be feeling that anymore. That's what you've been feeling. That's what you've been feeling because you've been in an environment that was imbalanced for you. And you react to that because you are a very deeply sensitive person with this Moon card right here. This Moon card is not going to show up for anybody that is not extremely connected to the spiritual realm. You're very connected to the spiritual realm. The Moon is ruled by Pisces. Pisces encompasses all the other zodiac signs. It's every single one of the zodiac signs combined. So it has a deep sense of knowing and understanding all types of energies, all types of people. And Pisces can't always explain what they're feeling. They just know that they're feeling it. So, you know, and that's exactly what we were seeing here in your reading is like, I'm feeling something here. I just can't put my finger on it. But you're not going to be surrounded by that darkness anymore and that confusion. You're going to, September is completely shifting for you energetically where you're going to start being surrounded by more. And then we also have fertility came out for you. Fertility, want it to be shown. Yeah, but you guys are just going to be surrounded by more balanced partnerships, relationships, people, situations. Underneath the deck here we have grief. You guys have kind of been in that state with this Nine of Swords right here. You've kind of been in that state for a while because you, like I said, you can feel something. You just can't explain it. And that's probably been very frustrating for you because it's like, I know I'm not crazy. I know something's off or something's up. Let's see. Let's get a crystal for you guys for this month. We'll do 2 crystals actually. I love these cards, but they are not the easiest to shuffle. Okay, so we have here, what is that? This is watermelon tourmaline. And this is love, balance, clarity, again with the balance. And it says relationships are the currency of life, and watermelon tourmaline raises awareness of soul agreements and your impact on other people's lives. Yeah, this is what we were talking about in your reading. It says here, this crystal is supercharged to activate the heart chakra, creating a divine connection between you and your higher self. Like the watermelon, it teaches you to enjoy the sweetness of life. Remembering good things often take time to ripen. That's what's been going on with you guys. It's just been taking a long time for your life to sort of balance out or settle out. And that's where a lot of your stress has come from, or grief. And so it says, watermelon, it says, watermelon tourmaline balances masculine and feminine energies, just like we have with the Lovers card right here, connecting your heart chakra to both the physical and spiritual aspects of yourself. And this is for Gemini, Virgo, Venus, and Saturn. And it's interesting because we are in Virgo season. The Lovers card right here is ruled by Gemini as well. And then we have here the card Amethyst, and it says protection, trust, and intuition. Get ready to purify. Amethyst has powerful and beneficial properties, including the ability to release addictive behaviors while also protecting your energy field. It says amethyst is a great crystal to meditate with, as it promotes peace and tranquility between your emotional, physical, and spiritual planes, creating harmony inside and out. What was I talking about in your reading? Harmony, balance, and it keeps coming up for you again. And it says it is linked to the crown and the third eye chakras, connecting your intuition to the divine source. Bask in the violet rays of the amethyst crystal and stimulate your soul. And this is for Aquarius. And amethyst is connected to the signs Aquarius, Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune. Funny because I kept talking about that Pisces energy here. Okay, so, and then let's see, what was underneath the deck for you? Underneath the deck for you was Morganite. And Morganite is the crystal of acceptance, compassion, and release. And it says here, the ultimate love attractor. Look, I told you guys, a divine counterpart is on the way to a lot of my pile ones in September. But it says here, Morganite opens, the ultimate love attractor, Morganite opens channels for positivity, affection, and devotion to flow effortlessly through your energetic fields. Morganite is able to uncover deep emotional pain, bringing awareness to unexpressed feelings residing inside your body so that you can release them, like this Nine of Swords right here. Yeah, and it says, know that these feelings can change and are not a part of your identity. Clearing away thoughts of martyrdom or victimhood, Morganite expands your ability to love and receive love, advancing your soul to the core of its inner truth. And this is ruled by Libra and Venus. I love this for you guys because I'm definitely going to keep this out. But I really do like this for you guys because, yeah, this is the end of those imbalanced relationships. I'm so glad that I use this crystal deck. I wanted to use crystals for this month because we are in Virgo season, which is an earth sign. So I wanted to use all of my like earth cards pretty much. I just wanted to really stay connected to that earth energy. Me being a Taurus myself, it's very easy for me to get connected to earth energy. But yeah, I wanted to really kind of reflect that. Virgo's very, very, very connected to the earth, being an earth sign. Let's just get some closing advice for you guys. But Virgo is all about, you know, the functionality of, it's all about the functionality of how something works. It's all about its operations. It's all about like the health of something. And so, this is why I also wanted to look into our chakras for the month and to see which chakras that maybe we really needed to focus on, because the chakras help us function properly. It keeps us functioning properly as long as everything is balanced and actually not blocked or anything like that. The chakras help us to really process energy a lot easier and to transmute energy a lot easier. So even if we're taking on heavier energies, we can more easily transmute them. But it's just a matter of knowing what's off and what needs to be looked at and what needs to be worked on. So you guys got the inner strength card right here. And this is the chakra. What is this? Is this the solar plexus? This one is always a little bit weird to know because the colors are a little weird to me with this deck. Let me just check really quickly. I think it's the solar plexus. Yes, it's a solar plexus chakra for you guys. And then underneath the deck here, we have the heart chakra and the card play. This is what is going to be really activated for you in the month of September. I don't know why I keep feeling like you guys are Virgos in this pile. But this month is working very, very beautifully with you guys. So you may have some strong Virgo energy, or you may have some progressed placements in the sign of Virgo right now, because there's like some really strong, like, get it right now kind of energy with you here. Or not even like that, but it's just very strong shifting energy with you guys. Fertility, this is definitely birthing a new path for you in the month of September. And with the solar plexus chakra being really activated and really productive in the month of September for you, this is things happening for you that you always felt in your gut like it would happen. You know how we get those gut feelings? That's your solar plexus really being activated. Solar plexus or the sacral. But the solar plexus is like, it just knows, right? And the heart chakra right here, this is about your heart being open. So even after you've maybe experienced some disappointing people or disappointing relationships, your heart is still open. And this is going to be the heart. This is going to be the chakra that keeps you connected to good things can still happen for me, even though I may have been let down or disappointed or, you know, whatever may have happened in the past. I still believe that good things can happen for me. So it's the fact that you're able to keep your heart open and to stay with that faith and that knowing that, like, no, this is going to happen for me. These good things are going to happen for me, no matter what I felt in my past, no matter the confusion that I've dealt with. I know that I'm on the right path and I'm heading towards a much more balanced, harmonious life. And September is really going to help you do that. So September is going to really feel you're going to feel on par. You're going to feel like you're moving down the right path, like you're on the right road. And so the inner strength card says you've pulled this card as a reminder that it is time to call on your inner strength. You have the ability to deal with anything in your life. We are all a part of the universe, which has magnificent power and energy available to us at all times. You're being invited to connect to, acknowledge, and call upon the incredible strength that lies within you. Life may be challenging for you at present, and you're reminded that you have the tools and the ability to conquer anything that comes your way. So yeah, the beginning of September, you may be dealing with a little bit of like uneasy feelings. That's getting alleviated though pretty soon in September. Like after probably the first week, you're going to be feeling a lot better and a lot more confident. And it continues on to say here, whether it is an emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual challenge, know you have the strength to move through it and come out of the other end empowered. It's time to trust that you are strong enough and courageous enough to move through this difficult time and learn some powerful life lessons. The universe is always giving you opportunities to build inner strength. It is up to you to take on the challenge and rise from the ashes. You may be required to look at your situation from a different point of view, or even be willing to let go of some old belief systems that are weakening your inner strength. Whatever it is, you are being guided to do so. Make sure to listen and put it into action. You have the courage of a lion, and it is time to roar and embrace this part of you in its totality. And the affirmation for this chakra here is, I have the strength to face all of life's challenges with grace. Okay. And with the heart chakra card here, wow, when I touched this, yeah, that felt so, it felt like a big smile touching this. I don't know how else to explain its energy. It just feels like happy energy. But it says you've pulled this card today as a reminder to bring more play into your world. And it says life may have been getting you down of late, and the worry of your day-to-day commitments may be causing you a mountain of stress. Yeah, I told you guys in the beginning of your reading, the same anxieties and worries and stresses that you've been dealing with is going to be alleviated in the month of September. And that's one of the first sentences in this paragraph here, where it says, again, life may have been getting you down as of late, and the worry of your day-to-day commitments may be causing you a mountain of stress. One of the most powerful ways to release the tension and worries of the world is to take some time to play and feel joy. Life can become so intense and serious, and we forget to play, which is a fundamental expression of joy of the soul. It is now time to connect with this joyful aspect of you and embrace the essence of play. When was the last time that you played? You may like to take your dog to the park, go to the beach, play a game of sport with friends, whatever it is that allows you to give the gift of play to yourself. It is very important for your growth at this time to allow the energy of play to cleanse mind, body, and spirit. It is a natural state to play and have fun. Playfulness is a powerful medicine for the soul and brings about a deep release, healing stale energies and worries. Play brings about a deep connection to the joy of the cosmos. Bring more play into your life today so you can feel the joy of the cosmos flowing through your soul and into the world. Affirmation is, I play joyfully in the magic of the universe and I'm free to be me. Pile 1, this is all that I'm seeing for your amazing September, or the things that are happening in September that are blessings for you, that are good things for you, good fortune for you. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So we are starting off with some oracle cards right here. And then I'm going to be checking out your tarot cards, then pulling some additional oracle cards later on to see what amazing things are coming to you in the month of September. So let's get started. I'm going to be using like a lot of earth, animal, crystal decks in today's reading because we are currently in Virgo season. This is 2 cards. I'm going to keep shuffling because we're currently in Virgo season. So I want to stick to a lot of that earth energy. Me being a Taurus, I love the earth seasons. So, or the earth signs. Okay, so we have here Raven, and it says, prepare for change. Archangels Azrael and Bokpi? I don't know. But we've got Raven here. Prepare for change. That's really powerful. especially considering that, oh yeah, and then underneath the deck, we've got Wolf, be independent but work together. This is really interesting because ravens, they have, you know, there's white ravens, and then you've got the darker ravens, you've got the black ravens, right? They almost look like crows. And what I'm seeing here is like a complete flip. Like this is like a complete 180. This isn't just like any old change, you know, like a shift or a sort of like transformation or an evolution. No, this is like a flip, like a really big flip for my pile twos. And this is the main energy that's working with you. So watch out for ravens, even crows, because they do look very much alike. The crow or the raven may be a spirit animal of yours. You may be seeing them a lot. They, contrary to popular belief, crows or ravens, they are not evil birds. They don't represent omens. They don't represent curses. They don't represent anything bad. It's all about what you define them as. So if you think that they represent omens and curses, that's exactly what they're going to represent. But for somebody who, crows my spirit animal, I got very close to understanding their energy, and they come with a lot of wisdom. They're one of the most intelligent birds, and they also are very, very, very closely connected to wisdom. They're actually the official bird of Jehudi, which is otherwise known as the Egyptian god Thoth, the god or neter of wisdom and truth and knowledge. So this is a big realization happening for you here. And the thing about it is that whatever may look like a bad situation or whatever may feel like a bad situation is going to see a very drastic, possibly like turnaround in the month of September for you, pile two. Because like I said, ravens, there's such thing as white ravens, just like there's black ravens. And so they're able to be two completely different ends of the spectrum. And this is why I'm just seeing for you this is not just like a little change. This is like a huge flip for you. Big 180 energy that you're working with in the month of September. That's the first good news coming to you. Expect your situations to be flipped around, especially the harsher situations. Expect them to be completely flipped around. I really do love ravens and crows. And I don't know, me personally, I'm more into like I do have a little bit of a darker aesthetic, but you know, to me, it's all about how you see it. And I find everything to be sacred. The only thing that I believe to be evil are the entities that have made a conscious choice to be evil. But I don't believe anything created by God is an omen of a curse or a bad or a negative or evil thing. So I don't know why I feel the need to explain that. But for some of my pile twos, you may have been feeling plagued, or like something's going wrong, or like you're cursed, or like you're just dealing with bad luck right now. That's not the case. It's not the case. And as you can see in this card, we've got a black raven on the front, but look at this white raven in the back. And so it's like whatever may be presenting itself as this black omen, curse, bad thing, it's not. It is divine. It's divine. It's divine. And it's going to work out in a way where it's going to work out in this way where it's almost like angelic, where it's almost miraculous, but it just doesn't look like a miracle right now. It doesn't look like it's able to be flipped around or turned around right now. But that's one of the big surprises for you. So this is actually kind of a surprise for you in the month of September. So let's check out your tarot cards. So we have here the Six of Wands in reverse. Oh, okay. We also have here the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. And look at this. We got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We got all reversals for you, pile two. You've got so many reasons to get excited in September because you're pulling off some private personal victories. Honestly, in my opinion, the best victories are the ones that no one knows about, because we are our biggest adversary and critic, right? So when we have those private wins, they are so impactful because that means that we just proved ourselves wrong. We just shut down our biggest opponent and our loudest rival, which is ourself. And private victories also mean pure energy, right? Others' jealousy or judgment or envy or comparison energy will not be able to taint this win for you because no one else knows about it. You know, you're just able to enjoy this on your own. And I know we live in a day and age where people like to tell everyone their business on social media, especially achievements. You know, we like to flex a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, life is short. You might as well flex a little bit. But You know, especially in today's generation, it's like everyone's flexing on the internet. And a lot of people have forgotten, honestly, about the value and the sacredness of privacy, of intimacy. But as someone that is always working with energy, me personally, I can tell you this much. These are the people that win easier and bigger when you can keep some of these goals to yourself, at least in the beginning when you are first planting those seeds, right? And you may have Pluto transiting your first, your 10th, or even your 11th house, because you may have shifted over the last few years or even few months to living a more private life recently. And this happened a couple of years ago for some of you. I keep hearing a couple of years ago, but Pluto is a planet of darkness. So wherever Pluto falls in your chart is what you like to keep hidden, is what you like to keep in the darkness, in the moon, right? And in the dark, or you at least try to keep it in the dark. And moon is the darkest version of the sun. It's the darkest phase of the sun. It's when the sun sets and it drops below the horizon, so we can no longer see it. And that's why I said a moon. So, you know, this is like a moon energy kind of some of you guys are working with. Again, we do have this dark raven right here. So this is just all about your privacy. This is all about something happening in the dark, happening that's kind of hidden. And it's like, for you, this is actually a really good thing. My pile 2s in September, I'm seeing some of you be like, I want to wait to get excited. Or, oh, this could be you saying, I want to wait before telling anyone that this has worked out or that this has happened until I know for certain that something is working out in the way that I want it to, with this 8 of Swords in reverse right here. But what you are waiting on or have accomplished in September will change so many of your immediate surroundings and circumstances with this 5 of Pentacles in reverse right here. 5 of Pentacles talks about the destitute, those that are in need, the impoverished. They are struggling to stay alive and have their needs met. They're struggling to stay afloat. In reverse, this is the end of any aspect in your life where you were, oh, I just saw like up and down, up and down. So some of you that have picked this pile are used to this like on and off dance with this type of energy, where some months are good and you don't need any financial help or assistance. And then other months you can't take care of yourself. Other months you need other people's help. This is the end of that up and down for you. But this is definitely the end of that type of struggle in general. With this opportunity or change, it frees you from this cycle with this 8 of Swords right here. It frees you from this cycle where you would be okay some months and other months you wouldn't. You have also, let me say, this completely changed your mentality, which has in turn changed your reality. 8 of Swords in reverse is your mental demons being defeated. This is you coming to your own rescue and freeing yourself from the beliefs and mental states that have kept you imprisoned and committed to one reality, or a lack reality, or a struggle reality. You may have grown up impoverished, or you may just be used to lack and not having the things that you need or want. You may have gotten used to that struggle at one point, but eventually you realize, because it's like you had this realization, I don't want to live like this anymore. Again, there's that 180 energy. There's that 180 kind of flip energy, right? Where it's like, yeah, I've been struggling for a long time. Maybe this is all I know. I'm fucking over it. Ready to start winning. I'm ready to start living luxuriously. I'm ready to start living a completely different lifestyle. It's your mentality that changed first. And that is why your reality is changing around you. Your mentality changed first. And now your reality is starting to change. It's starting to reflect that completely opposite way of thinking. Like I said, you may have gotten used to the struggle at one point, but eventually you realize, I don't want to live like this anymore. I won't live this way anymore. And so you're not living that way anymore. This could have been a generational karmic cycle as well, but you've broken out of that. Get used to not having those same worries that have plagued you for years. Get used to having all the things at your disposal that used to be such a struggle to get with this 5 of Pentacles in reverse. For example, let's say that you lost your home, or you used to have to live with friends and family that had extra space. Or maybe you were used to not being able to pay your rent every single month, needing an extension, needing an extra couple of days, needing an extra couple $100. You know, you were just used to always kind of that rat race almost. This September, you'll be in a space where not only will you have your own home or your own place or paying up your rent or mortgage for a few months, like it won't be a thing to you anymore. It will not be a thing to you anymore. You're going to have your own space. You're going to have your own place, and you're going to be able to pay up your rent for like 6 months or something crazy, right? Like this is just completely flipped energy. I went from struggling to, damn, I've got so much, I don't know what the hell to do with it. It's that type of energy that is working with you in the month of September, pile 2. I'm not kidding. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I know a lot of people, like, it's difficult for them to accept positive messages because all they know is like maybe negativity. This is not me blowing smoke up your ass. I'm reading the cards. As you can see, this is what these cards represent. And prepare for changes right here. So this is, you know, it's up to you to believe it or not. It's up to you if you want to stay in the mentality like, oh, this can't happen for me. You are the only one in your own way. 8 of Swords in reverse, pile 2. It's you. It's your mind. If you can get out of accepting the reality that is around you, you will completely flip and turn your life around. This energy is working with you in the month of September. September is a month for you to flip your life around in the ways that you don't think is possible. But you're the one that has to see it's fucking possible. But what I'm seeing here, like what I mentioned a few minutes ago, is some of you guys have had to get to that point where you are sick of struggling. You're sick of this 5 of Pentacles energy. You're sick of it. You had to get to that point where you were like, you know what? What's the harm in believing or thinking that I deserve better or that I could have better? And you're willing to believe in it. You're willing to believe. This is the end of struggle, pile 2. And I love readings like this because this is how we create a whole new generational experience. But whatever you've been quietly working on or have kept close to your heart with the 6 of Wands in reverse right here, or haven't told people about, that's the very thing that is working out in your favor this month, pile 2. And it is directly linked to changing your circumstances in the area of your life that you've been really lacking or struggling in. That's the one thing that's changing for you. I gotta get some clarifiers for you guys. I just have to. I didn't want to make these readings too long, but I just gotta see. The Fool. Look. The Fool. This is new beginning energy. There's a lot of cards that came out under it, so I'm gonna keep shuffling. But the Fool wanted to be seen. The Fool. This is you are. I told you guys, pile 2. You're completely able to flip your life around and to have a completely different life experience and reality. It's up to you. It's up to you. The Fool is a brave character, but it's not because he's intentionally brave. He's just doing what he wants to do. He doesn't really put a lot of thought into it. So don't put a lot of thought into it. Just be like, you know what? Damn it. I want different. I want different. I'm sick of struggling. I'm sick of going through the same issues. I'm sick of having to deal with the same stressors and the same things and the same lack. Just decide that you're sick of dealing with. All you honestly have to do, pile 2, is just decide, I don't want to live like this anymore. Wherever it is in your life that you are not happy with anymore, you've been struggling with it for a while, just decide that that's not good enough for me anymore. It's not working for me anymore. That's all you have to do. 9 of Pentacles. Look at what is available to you, pile 2. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not joking. Look at what is available to you. 9 of Pentacles. That is self-made wealth right there. When we talk about the 9 of Pentacles, it is self-made wealth. Again, these are private victories, whatever you've been working on in the dark that no one else knows about. If other people knew about this, the 3 of Pentacles would have come out instead of the 9 of Pentacles. This is something that you have been working on. The Fool is right here. This is another individualistic sort of energy. It's just about you. This is just something that you look at this. We got the 6 of Wands again coming out. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're keeping it to yourself. Wasn't I just talking about the 3 of Pentacles? This was underneath this pile of cards right here. We've got the Magician, Judgment, Queen of Swords, Death in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. This is what you guys are pulling off or doing. 4 of Swords. You guys are really pulling off something major here. And for some of you, it's going to be up to you if you want to share it with other people for the 6 of Wands to come out again, but upright. It'll basically be your choice if you want to share it with other people, if you want to let other people in on it. But the Magician, this is all about your efforts, your action, the things that you've been doing over the last few months. I don't know why I wanted to say 5 months. Maybe you started something 5 months ago. Let's see. Let's get some ancestor messages or anything that they kind of want to say to you or prepare you for. Three of Pentacles in reverse came out. Like I was saying, if this was about you guys doing this with other people, the Three of Pentacles would have come out. And it did come out, but in reverse. So again, this is just about you and only you. This is about you and what you've done. Literally, no one else can say that they helped you with this. Look at this. Life is an expression of you. Life is more than existing. That you guys have been really working on something. You guys have been really working on something or towards something that may have to kind of do with your passion, your purpose, the reason that you're here. You're being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. Again, you guys, like, straight up, be clear on what you want. Put action to your goals. Make them a reality. You guys have been doing this. We got the Magician card right here underneath the deck. Yeah, you guys have been doing this. This is something that you've been doing. And it says you're being called into service. Yes, you have been called into service. You've been called into your own service. You've just been following your heart, following your dreams, you've just been following this little, every step of the way for you. It hasn't necessarily been calculated. It's just been like this feels right. So I'm going to walk in this direction. Or I'm going to walk in that direction. I'm going to try this or I'm going to do that. And you've kept a lot of this journey to yourself. This has been a very private journey for many of you guys. All right, let's get some other earth cards here. So we have here dreams. Working on your dreams and work with your dreams. If you know how to work with your dreams, because your dreams can, I know this might sound wild, but dreams are very interesting. They tap into different parts of our conscious psyche, and they can actually lead you when it comes to this reality. Like, for instance, I've used my dreams to tell me what to do next in terms of business, in terms of how to make more money, in terms of how to create more opportunity for myself. And every single time I've been contacted in a dream and told to do this or to do that, boom, it happens and it works out the exact same way that it was shown to me in the dream. I don't know why I'm explaining that to you guys. This is not something that I talk about with a lot of people because it sounds a little cuckoo. But work with your dreams, pile 2. You've also got that ability where you can talk to your spiritual team, maybe as you're drifting off to sleep, and be like, hey, I need you to show me the next step. Even if you don't know how, I don't know how to run a business. I do not know how to run a business. And there are certain things that I have kind of learned, in a sense, from my dreams and from my spiritual team. And that sounds wild, but it's the truth. So it's like I'm saying that at the same time with my pile 2s, you can really talk to your dreams about anything. You can talk to your spiritual team about anything and be like, show me the way. Guide me. What do I need to do next? And they'll tell you what to do next. And I promise you it's going to work. It'll work so good that it'll scare you almost. Another thing you can do is right before sleep is if there's any specific guidance that you need, write it down, place it under your pillow, fall asleep. Within a few days, you should get some sort of dream that kind of clears things up for you. Then we have here attachment. So it's interesting how we have attachment here, and then we also have the 8 of Swords in reverse. 5 of Swords comes after the 4 of Swords. These are very, very attached cards. Very attached energies. 4 of Swords is, which is why, or not 4 of Swords, but the 4 of Pentacles, which is why in the 5 of Pentacles they had to lose everything because they had to detach from that attachment. They were very attached to all their belongings. You know, they probably would have died holding on to those 4 of Pentacles. They had to lose that all to be detached, to truly be free, and to truly step into this 9 of Pentacles energy over here. There was no way to get to the 9 of Pentacles without going through the damn 5 of Pentacles. We have to detach. It's all about learning how to detach. I feel like you guys, this month of September, will be going through a process that teaches you how to let go of the attachments that have become like anchors to you. Because a few of your attachments have mentally started impacting and affecting you. With this 8 of Swords in reverse right here. And this is why a lot of you guys are foregoing certain attachments. It could be attachments to people, to money, to certain goals. You're just kind of letting that go. And you're just doing things that just feels a little bit more natural to you in the month of September. You're just moving with more of a natural, you're moving with more of like this natural, authentic energy and not so calculated, where you're like, well, I'm doing this because I want to be successful at that. You know, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it that way. You're just really sort of following what feels natural to you. And that's what's going to end up working out for you in the month of September. See, let's get one more. And then we have here childhood. Oh, okay. So there could be some childhood attachments that you're releasing in the month of September, that you're working on releasing in the month of September. Some of you guys may begin seeing a therapist in the month of September, or you may change your therapist. But this could definitely be like a breakthrough session where things really tie together for you. They really, really tie together for you, and you're able to kind of heal it. So this could be some childhood attachments, some codependency issues that you guys are really seriously healing in the month of September. Because like I said, again, your whole energy and vibe in the month of September is very individualistic. It's just about you. You know, it's just you sort of energy. And then underneath the deck here, we have resilience. Yeah, you guys are pretty tough characters. Okay, let's see. Let's get some crystals for you guys. See what crystal energy we have for you. Okay. I think that turquoise, lapis lazuli, and citrine wanted to be seen by you, because these are the ones that fell out upright on top of the other cards. And then underneath the deck we have kunzite. Okay, so let me read these for you. And so we have here, it says turquoise, peace, tranquility, and patience. It says tranquil and calm. Turquoise reminds you that there are gifts in the everyday, and each moment in your life matters. Small things add up and become big things over time. Have patience for all your labors of love. Yes, including yourself. Regarded as a bridge between heaven and earth, turquoise is a sacred stone in many Native American traditions and used as a source of healing and connection. So you guys may definitely be on some sort of like healing journey in the month of September, where you heal a lot of your childhood as well. And then it says here, link to the heavens within yourself. The parts that bring you joy remind you of your own inner magic. And this is connected to Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, Jupiter, Venus, and Neptune. Then we also have here lapis lazuli, and this is the card or the crystal of royalty, transformation, and immortality. And it says, regal in all forms, lapis lazuli was most prized and sought after in ancient Egypt, when it was believed to have powers of immortality and the ability to expand the heart's capacity for love. Lapis lazuli guides the soul and protects its journey from life to death. True wisdom comes from within, and lapis lazuli facilitates that by unearthing your core truths. This stone appears when you are ready for spiritual transformation and takes you to the depths of who you are, unveiling deeper awareness so that you can become the leader of your own life. And this is ruled by Sagittarius and Venus. Yeah. So this is that work that you're doing on your childhood, your inner child, that's really going to connect you back to possibly what you are doing now as a passion, as a purpose, as a job, as a career, as a profession. What it is that you want to do in your life or with your life is going to somehow connect back to you healing some sort of inner childhood wounds or any traumas, anything like that in the month of September. But you're going to feel very adamant about acknowledging those inner child wounds in the month of September. So for those of you that still have your parents in your life, if you went through any sort of difficult times with your parents as a child, or if you sort of blame them for anything in your childhood, you may notice that you want a little bit of your space from them in the month of September. And it's not necessarily that you're like angry. You just may need some time to process a little bit and to think about things. I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to kind of say that for somebody here. And then we have here the card citrine, and it says this is the crystal of creativity, happiness, and manifestation. It says a powerful and energizing stone. Citrine derives its warmth from the rays of the sun and shines positivity wherever it is needed. Like vitamin C for the soul, citrine works its magic on both physical and emotional levels, transmuting negativity into light-filled vibes and positivity, a great stone for enhancing one's prosperity as well. Citrine magnifies your creativity to inspire manifestation, known as the light maker. It encourages fresh beginnings, new ideas, and living life to the fullest. Accept the abundance that is coming your way. Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sun. I told you guys, when it comes to this Five of Pentacles in reverse, huge 180 energy. You're going to go from struggling to like, I've got so much. How did this happen? You know, or for those of you that have been kind of working towards something for a while, this is when you're going to start to really reap a lot of those abundant benefits. And then we have here kunzite, and this is love, femininity and transition. And it says, as it breaks down barriers surrounding the heart, kunzite offers unconditional love to heal lingering wounds. Yeah, there's some lingering childhood wounds here you guys are really acknowledging and sort of dealing with in the month of September. It says kunzite helps you feel safe while being vulnerable, allowing you to express your love authentically and expansively. A highly vibrational stone, kunzite's protection can be used as an energetic shield that surrounds your aura and protects it against emotional vampires and negative influences. The stone aids in feminine rites of passage, from puberty to becoming a mother. Kunzite supports loving your body no matter what phase of life you are in. And this is ruled by Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Venus, and Pluto. Okay, and that's a picture of kunzite. Beautiful stone. I've been really into pink lately. I don't know why. I'm not even a pink person, but I don't know what's going on with that. But anyways, yeah, so these are the four crystals that we have for you guys. And it just sounds like a lot of kind of calling back into that childhood place, that past. So like I said, if you guys had maybe a difficult past with like your parents, or honestly anybody in general that's still in your life, you may notice that you want a little bit of space from them. In the month of September, you might not be as wanting to spend as much time with them as normal in the month of September, as you're reliving these sort of like painful experiences or these past experiences. You may need a little bit of your space. And it's not a bad thing. You're just really working through it. It's actually a sign of like, I'm getting somewhere. I'm working through this, you know, because you're allowing yourself to feel. You might not have allowed yourself to feel. And in September, you're going to feel like I'm strong enough to deal with this. So let's get some final messages from your own chakras for the month of September. First one that we have is Mother Earth, and then we have meditation. And then look at what also came out. We have inner child. Now I've got to read all three of these. So we've got Mother Earth, inner child, and meditation, just like we also have childhood right here. So this is definitely a month where you guys are just, yeah, you're acknowledging something that you haven't really dealt with yet. Okay, and then underneath the deck here, we have balance for your root chakra. The card for inner child says here, you have called this card and energy into your awareness today because it is time to create a more fulfilling, loving relationship with your inner child. Each person has within them aspects of the child, those parts of us that can be vulnerable, misunderstood, unloved, not heard, and those wounded feelings we hold on to as children. When we take these experiences into our adult life, our connection to the inner child is sometimes forgotten. Have you been beating yourself up lately, or been down on yourself and allowed people and situations in your life to affect you negatively? Pulling this card today highlights that you are currently reacting to a situation from the perspective of the inner child. Old wounds may be opened and you may feel trapped and confused. Know that it is time to give your inner child some love and care. Take some time to tune into this wounded being who lies within you. Ask what he or she requires in order to heal. You may feel drawn to go and see a healer, or to simply take some quiet time to engage in an inner dialogue with this part of you. Whatever is required, know that it is a powerful time of healing and breaking free from these old restraints. It's time to set your inner child free and allow this aspect of you to feel safe, loved, and heard. It is time to be fully engaged and present with your inner child to allow deep connection and healing. Love, love, love is the key. It is also very important to allow the inner child out to play. Life can become so serious and we forget to play, create joy, and have fun. When was the last time you played and felt like a kid? What does your inner child want to do? It's time to let your inner child express himself or herself with play and joy. And the affirmation here says, my inner child is free to express love and joy. And then we've got Mother Earth of the Earth Star Chakra. You've attracted this card into your life today to remind you to spend more time in nature. Life these days can be quite fast-paced and busy, which can cause large amounts of stress and challenges. Mother Earth is calling you back to the womb, back to your core and your center. It's now time to reconnect to the flow of nature where everything is in a constant state of harmony and balance. If you have been feeling unsettled or disconnected lately, then it is definitely time to feel the earth under your feet and take some time to stop, breathe, and experience the natural energy from earth. You are being encouraged to take a moment in nature and tune into her heartbeat as you feel the love that she has to offer. It is now time to open and receive a blessing from the divine Mother Earth. So this is a material blessing that this is talking about. It says, allow her energy to fill you up, refresh you, and wash away any fears or stress you've been holding on to at this time. You may have also called this card in today because you are currently working on healing issues that you have with your own mother or yourself as a mother. That's interesting because I picked up that message with you guys earlier in your reading. You may feel as though you need some space from your parents. If you had a childhood with if you had some sort of childhood experiences that maybe you kind of blame your parents for, your father or your mother, you may feel like you need some space from them. And yeah, it says that right here. You may have also called this card in today because you're currently working on healing issues that you have with your own mother or yourself as a mother. Know that healing is here, and it is now time to open your heart and receive the love of earth. And it says the affirmation for this card is, my heart beats as one with the healing vibration of Mother Earth. And then we have the card here, meditation, and this is the crown chakra. It says you have attracted this card into your awareness today as a sign that meditation is beneficial to you at present. Meditation is a powerful tool and has been practiced since the beginning of time. Meditation allows the mind to be still and connect directly with your soul and higher self. There are many ways to meditate: visualization, breath, hand and body poses, dance, walking, music, mantra, and many more. The powerful practice of meditation can create an abundance of positive outcomes in your life, such as healing, expanded self-awareness, clarity, deep wisdom, insight, inner peace, relaxation, and a moment to retreat from the craziness of the world to realign and balance yourself. You may have been feeling a little lost lately and thinking that the stress of the world is bringing you down. Now is a perfect time to bring the practice of meditation into your world. Even if it's only 5 minutes out of your day, take this precious time to stop and allow your mind to rest. Most people find it challenging to clear their mind for meditation. This is fine. Over time, it will become easier. The best way is to gently focus on the breath, which gives the mind something to do. Another great option is to work with mantra or sound. It's about finding a way that works for you, one that allows you to go within to find the stillness and experience sacred time for yourself. Whatever works for you, make sure you practice meditation every day, as it will bring an abundance of healing and positive energy into your world. Pulling this card also highlights that the answers that you are searching for at this time will come to you through meditation. As you take time to practice meditation, you will awaken and receive the answer to your question. And that's funny too, because I picked up that message about dreams for you a few minutes ago, to work with your dreams, because answers will come to you through your dreams. You will dream and see very clear-cut answers. So also meditation is another it's another way, it's another portal, it's another channel for you to connect to that clarity and to connect to guidance and answers for you, where things just sort of get spelled out. Do this, do that, do that, do this, and this is going to lead you there. So definitely meditation as well. And the affirmation for this card says, I meditate with ease and grace, and my heart awakens to the divine peace of my soul. And pile number 2, this is all that I'm seeing for you for your September. This is really incredible. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with some oracle cards here to see your overall energy of the month of September and the amazing things coming to you. Then we're going to check out your tarot cards and then pull some additional oracle cards on camera later on, just to see what blessings are coming to you in the month of September. So let's get started. I'm using like a whole bunch of kind of earth oracle cards and stuff like that for September because we are currently in Virgo season. We will be entering into Libra season later on in September. But me being a Taurus, I'm very, very connected to earth energy. So let's see. First card that we have for you is Whale, living as a fully conscious being. This is Archangels Mary and Jules. So this is living as a fully conscious being. And then underneath the deck here, we have Gray Squirrel. Find new ways of solving problems. Archangel Raphael. So this is all about approaching things from a different angle in September, with this living as a fully conscious being, as well as find new ways to solve problems. This is all about approaching things from a different angle in September. Instead of having access to only your side or view of things, you're able to live more fully as a complete conscious being. You're able to approach issues and situations with a different mindset or goal in mind. So for example, in past arguments and disagreements, your goal, as subconscious as it may have been, but your goal still may have been to be right or to end the conversation walking away as the victor. But here in September, you are dealing with a new perspective and a different angle where all you want is just to solve the problem and have peace in your life, no matter who's right. It's just like that same goal that you had in the past is not what it is in the present or what it's going to be in September. And that was just an example. I'm not saying that that's the actual situation that I'm seeing here in the cards, but for sure, your energy, mindset, or perspective is a lot more rounded and mature. As far as blessings go, this oracle card is speaking to a more spiritual and intellectual benefit where you have access to even more of your consciousness. So pile 3, this means you will more easily solve your own problems in September. You may have a lot more deeper conversations with people in September. You may really be able to connect with people through conversation, deep conversation in the month of September, sharing your ideas, sharing your thoughts, sharing your opinions. That may be one way that you really, really connect or get close to somebody. So this also means that, like I said earlier, you may have an easier time solving your own problems in September, because anytime we have access to consciousness, it's just another way of saying that we have access to knowledge, which in turn provides us with more wisdom. So if you've been asking for help in solving the conflicts in your life or the stagnancy in your life, that is what is coming. You're going to receive a lot of blunt guidance and knowledge this month as well. Your spiritual team will have a way of talking to you where you just know what they are saying and what they mean. So if you are used to saying repeating numbers like 111, 222, 333, 1111, or any of them, if you're used to having really vivid dreams, if you're used to experiencing a lot of synchronicities, if you're used to seeing things out of the corner of your eye, things getting moved around or getting lost in your home, hearing your name getting called, anything like that, you may have all these different experiences with this phenomena, but you may still walk away wondering, well, what the hell did that mean? So a lot of the times these things may happen to you and you're just kind of like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information. Like, yeah, so what? I saw a person standing in the corner. What am I supposed to do about that? Some people have those kinds of reactions. I know I did for years, just like, okay, well, what the hell am I supposed to do about it? So some of you guys may kind of look at it that way, like, well, I'm having all these synchronicities, I'm getting all these signs, I am getting contacted, I just don't know what the hell it means, because it is a language that we have to work on decoding, which I talk about all the time on this channel as well as Patreon. But you may be wondering what your spiritual team is trying to say to you, but that is not going to be you in September, pile 3. Every bit of communication that you receive from your spiritual team will be so clear and easy for you to decipher. There is a sense of cognizance for you here, truly understanding them and what they are saying to you, just knowing what 444 means when you see it on the clock, or what that dream meant. Like, it's just going to be this download of information where you just know what it means. You know how sometimes you wake up from those dreams that are really, really odd, but you knew exactly what they meant or what they were trying to say to you? That's what you're going to be receiving in the month of September. So there will be this knowing about what you need to do for success this month. Very complimentary or easy to work with energy here for sure. But this is just being able to really pick up on a lot of different energies. You may have a lot of Pisces energy in your chart. You may be a Pisces yourself, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, North Node, South Node. Because yeah, we're in Virgo season, and the opposing energy to Virgo is Pisces. But you guys may have some strong Pisces energy, strong 12th house energy, strong Neptune placements. Virgo as well. But this feels more to me, it feels more watery, especially with the whale being here. This definitely feels more watery to me. So you could have some really strong water placements. You may even have something like a water trine or a grand water trine in your natal chart. But yeah, this is just you guys being very, very almost hypersensitive to your surroundings in the month of September. Let's just check out your tarot cards and see what else we've got going on. Very first one that we have here is the Page of Wands. Okay. Then we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is you guys got a lot of water energy happening in the month of September. A lot of water energy around you. And then we had, yeah, and then we got the Seven of Cups. Okay. Okay. Pile 3, if you've been struggling emotionally recently, in September you decide to focus your attention elsewhere. Because again, this just feels very watery. This feels like there's a lot emotionally, maybe. So yeah, let's say a relationship has brought you a lot of sadness, right? And I'm just going to be shuffling my clarifiers here. I'm not actually looking for a clarifier, but it just helps me to shuffle other cards. When I shuffle other cards while reading cards, it just, I don't know, the messages download a lot clearer and easier for some reason. But yeah, so let's say like a relationship has brought you a lot of sadness. Look at that. We got the Page of Wands again. This has been happening in every pile where the clarifiers are coming out exactly like the cards down here. It's crazy. Yeah, but let's just say that like a relationship has brought you a lot of sadness. Then in September, you're not focusing on that relationship as much anymore. You know, like you're not really focused on it. This could be a job that's brought you sadness or stress. In September, it won't be your focus. Like I see you putting a lot of energy, time, attention, and focus into yourself in September, especially with this Page of Wands and this Queen of Cups in reverse. But for the majority of you in pile 3, Page of Wands is the middle. He's in the middle of the desert. And we all know that life doesn't grow as abundantly in the desert, right? But the Page of Wands realizes his growth is not dependent on his environment, as he has leaves sprouting from the wand that he has with him. So this is you having the ability in September to create your own growth. As you can see, there's just little leaves sprouting from the wand. This is you having the ability in September to create your own growth. See that? We also got the Nine of Pentacles right here that came out. And so someone's been trying to tell you as well. I don't know why this is coming through. But someone's been trying to tell you as well that you can't do something, or that something won't work, or that something won't be successful. Or maybe it's your environment and circumstances that have been telling you that. Wherever you are at right now might not seem ideal, but you see something that other people do not, pile 3. People see a wall where you somehow see a door or a window, and you decide to be hard-headed in September and listen to your instincts, with this Page of Wands here coming out twice now. So this is a month where you try something that does not look very promising, but by you being emotionally connected to this, you can sense that this is the right decision for you. You're also emotionally detached from it. It's weird. It's like you can sense that this is the right move for you, but you're also not attached to the outcome, even though you are fully conscious of everything around, of the energies around you. Having this blind faith that, hey, like out of all the possibilities here with the Seven of Cups, out of all the possibilities, what I want could happen. Yes, there's a possibility that I accidentally picked the snake or the dragon, you know, something that I don't want. But there's also the possibility that I pick something that I do want. There's also that possibility. I see you starting to look at things that way. And you know how they tell us for manifestation to work, you have to not want it? That's you in September, pile 3, with this Queen of Cups in reverse. You're so calm. You're not emotionally controlled by the result of the situation, but you are the one that's in control. And that's what I'm trying to say. You are in control emotionally and vibrationally with this Page of Wands right here. The good news for you here is what you've been trying to manifest will manifest in September. It will manifest in September. Oh, okay. Queen of Wands came out for you, the World in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups upright. Yeah, there's somebody around some of you that's telling you like, that's not going to work. That won't work. And then we also have the Queen of Wands right here, but you just have some like, you just have this feeling like, I know it's going to work. I can't explain it, but I know it's going to work. That's what you're really going off of in September, is just this feeling that like, this is meant for me. This is going to work out for me. Maybe you don't believe in it, but good thing it's not your issue. Good thing you don't have to believe in it. Good thing that this isn't your life, you know? We also have the King of Wands underneath the deck right here. This is definitely you guys being like, you know what? I'm going for it. You're starting to have more like kind of sovereignty, I guess you could say, over. King of Wands came out again. He wanted to be out for this reading. Okay. So we got King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Wands twice. Yeah. This is definitely you guys just saying Queen of Cups came out again with the High Priestess. This is wild. The same cards have literally been coming out all reading. And other piles too. But yeah, this is definitely just you guys. Yeah. You guys are so clear and so sure that something is meant for you. All you know is that I'm supposed to do this. I should do this. Four of Cups, you're not really, somebody is trying to kind of get in your head and tell you that you can't do something, but you're not listening. You don't believe them. And this is a really good thing. This is a really good thing. Ace of Wands. Look at all this wand energy around you. You've got a lot of wand energy around you for sure. So this is a lot of fire energy around you. This is all about your vibration. This is all about what you resonate with. And for you, this is like, this makes sense to me. It makes sense to my soul. It makes sense to my spirit. I'm going after this. So this is the month where you try something. This is the month where you take that leap. You may have been waiting for a long time because you may have believed in the risks. You know, you may have paid more attention to the risks of something not working out, but now you're not doing that. Now you're like, but what if it does work? You've been inspired somewhere. Look at all this wand fire energy. You've been inspired somewhere. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Wands twice. Then we also have the Ace of Wands came out underneath the deck right here. You guys are very, very inspired by something and you're not worried about it. As far as blessings go though, pile 3, with the Page of Wands here, look out for a male figure with a lot of charisma. Not look out for like as in like he's bad trouble or bad news, but I mean like be on the lookout for someone that is very gifted at, I don't know why, but I feel like this is a salesman. So you guys may be making a big purchase in September. If so, and you may hear some like hitting on the window here. It's like storming outside. So like, let's just say that you're shopping for a car in September. Look out for a male figure that's really outgoing, good with people, in a good mood, charismatic, smiling, joking, or laughing a lot. Look for a personable, charming male figure because this person will more than likely end up looking out for you in some way, where maybe like he shows you some cars in the back that aren't necessarily out on the front floor, or I don't know if that's a thing when it comes to car dealing, but any big purchases in September for you, pile 3, there's a talkative male figure that is put on your path for a reason to kind of help you with this, I guess, transaction. Now, Queen of Cups in reverse is the reduction of heavy emotional feelings. So you're not going to feel like you're lugging around an entire crate of emotional baggage 24/7 in the month of September. I don't know what this is, but there is an opportunity that comes out of nowhere, especially because of the 7 of Cups. This seems like a surprise occurrence that helps you relieve yourself of some sort of heavy emotional burden. This could be somehow escaping a certain environment, like a work or a living environment. Some of you may be flying this month. Queen of Cups in reverse for some reason puts me right in the skies. So you may be flying somewhere. Maybe you're skydiving or visiting the mountains, doing something involving heights, going to the top of a skyscraper. I don't know, but this September is going to give you a big reason to smile or to be happy and to feel less heavy. The 7 of Cups for me as well in your pile, it feels like a new experience. So that may be why I'm sensing a little bit of travel or just a different sort of experience. So this could even be like going to a brand new restaurant that like just opened up like in your hometown or something. I don't know, but it just feels like something with like a completely new experience. This September is, like I said, going to give you a really big reason to smile and be happy. Like you can kind of put your burdens down for a minute with this Queen of Cups in reverse and focus on something else, something that's fun, something that's exciting, something that's new with the 7 of Cups. You're being removed from a burdensome, troubling, or exhausting situation as well in September. So make sure that once you get out of that environment or situation that you don't keep looking backwards and focusing on that. Focus on moving forward. Do not focus on, well, they need to, they need to atone for this and they need to apologize for that. Fuck them. In September, don't worry about them. Keep moving forward. Focus on the forwards path. Focus on what you are doing. Focus on where you are heading. Don't look at anything else when it comes to the past because it's only going to distract you. Okay. And for some reason, very, very clearly, it's coming through in the month of September for you to keep looking forward. All right. So focus on what hasn't happened yet. Focus on creating and building that future, that present that you want to live. And it's like you're being released emotionally, from something or someone So really take that opportunity and run with it, pile 3, because this is the first time in a long time that you're going to feel emotionally free or emotionally light, which is a very beautiful thing. So the good news for you here, point blank period, pile 3, is that what you've been trying to manifest will manifest in September. And you'll know you're manifesting it if you feel this sense of calm, or if you feel this feeling like, I don't care if it happens or not. I'm good either which way. With the 7 of Cups, these 2 Page of Wands right here, this Queen of Cups in reverse. The 7 of Cups is you saying, I'm good either which way. Queen of Cups twice, I'm good either which way. That'll be your confirmation that what you've been trying to manifest is happening. For those of you that have not set intentions or don't know what to ask for with the 7 of Cups right here, reach for the impossible with these 2 Pages of Wands. I'm getting the sense here that my pile 3s that have not set intentions have not done so because you do not think it is possible, which is why you are surrounded with so much fire energy for September. So there's like 2 different groups of you here in pile 3. There's a half of you that gave it to God or the universe, and you're sitting back chilling. You're just like, you know what? I could care less if it materializes or not because I'm good either which way. Then there's a half of you that are not setting intentions and have not in a while because you don't think it's possible with this Page of Wands. Page of Wands coming out twice. Like how impossible it is to grow an oasis in the middle of the desert. You know, and that's how you're looking at your goals, is like, you can't grow an oasis in the middle of a desert. How can I make those goals happen? How can I make those dreams happen? But look at this page again. If you fall in the category of maybe I'm reaching too high with the 7 of Cups, you're not reaching high enough, pile 3. Ask for even more, because a Page of Wands comes with a message for you personally that you do not need the right circumstances or to wait for the right time or the right person or the right scenario. You have something in you that is able to grow life in the desert, that is able to produce miraculous, impossible outcomes out of these really rigid scenarios. And this is good news because it means the only thing holding you back is you. The door portal is wide open for my pile 3s of September. And I was actually having a conversation with somebody the other day about why versus why not people. You know, you've got why people that look at the risks. They focus on the risks. They focus on, is this beneficial? Is this a good idea? They weigh the pros and the cons. And you have the why not people that go, well, why couldn't it work? Why shouldn't we do it? You know, and these are 2 very fundamentally different people. And it's very difficult for a why versus a why not person to understand or comprehend each other, even though they could balance each other very well. They could if they were willing to bend a little bit. But when you have 2 of these completely different mindsets, especially in one person or in one situation where you are going back and forth between why versus why not. I could believe in the impossible. Anything could happen at the same time. There's a lot of risks here. As much as the impossible could happen, the risks and the issues could also happen. The problems could also happen. And I see you in the month of September starting to tip a little bit more over to why the fuck not? Why not? What do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? 4 of Cups is you in very deep contemplation. We also have another 4 over here, the 4 of Pentacles. This is about, I don't want to risk it. Why do you think he's holding on so tightly in the 4 of Pentacles? Because he is not used to he's not used to an abundance of pentacles coming in. So he holds on to everything it is that he has. And so this is somebody that's not willing to take a risk. Why do I need to take a risk? But you also have all this fire wand energy around you that is saying, why not? It's like you're struggling with 2 parts of yourself. You're struggling with 2 parts of yourself. But in the month of September, like I said, you tip over to that edge where you go, man, I'm going for it, you know? And it's that's going to really carry you into manifesting something that you did not think you could do. But everything happens at the right time, at the divine time. And September may just be the right time for you to believe in that possibility, to believe in the impossible. You may not have been able to believe in that months ago or a year ago or even a week ago, but you have to wait for that moment. There's times throughout the year where I don't manifest for a long time. I don't manifest for months. I actually did that the first half of this year. I didn't manifest. I didn't ask for anything. It didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I actually could believe it. And yes, I even like everyone goes through that. Everyone goes through those, like, even I go through that where it's just like, I'm kind of struggling to really believe in this right now. And I have learned to wait for my own energy or for my own self, for my own reason to be able to get to that place where I could see that possibility, where I can truly believe in it. Then I manifest. So sometimes you have to work through certain experiences. You have to work through certain lessons. Sometimes it's just a matter of waiting until you get to the place where you're like, I can see this as a possibility. Why couldn't it happen to me? And also what that translates to is I deserve it. Why couldn't this happen for me? I deserve it. And so, that's really the conflict there, is feeling deserving of it or not. And that's where why and why not people, they kind of differ a little bit. So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that you were having your own internal struggle, though, between your why and your why not versions of yourself. But you guys you're full of this fire energy in September. There is no stopping you. There's no fear. There's no amount of fear that could stop you. There's no amount of risks that could stop you. It's like been there, done that. I've been stopped for a long time. I'm ready to see what I can actually create. I'm ready to see if I can actually get something going here. I'm ready to see if I can actually make something happen. And that's where you guys kind of connect back to your own goals in the month of September. Some of you may be Virgo or Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, because the energy of growth and abundance is all around you, but you have to be able to trust in your own talent, skills, and abilities. And I feel like some of my pile 3s, you may be like an artist, or you may want to work for yourself, and this could be a bit of like stage fright almost that you're dealing with, or just like a form of social anxiety, a form of like, I don't know how to do this on my own, but it won't get in your way this month. It's just a matter of deciding what you want with the 7 of Cups, detaching from that want, and then allowing yourself to do what feels natural. Breathing exercises, I also just randomly heard for you. So practice controlled breathing. Learning how to regulate your heartbeat will also help, because some of you feel anxiety in your chest or your heart area. So breathing is coming up here for you. Some of you are waiting to hear results as well about something, or waiting to get told if you got approved or accepted or not, or what some sort of verdict is. And this waiting game has been very hard on you emotionally as well, because it's like you're ciphering through every possibility that can happen. But again, your energy in September is dialed to the tune of defying some really tough odds. And if you can keep your emotions detached, the only thing that you're going to manifest is what you want. So good news is finally hearing the outcome decision or verdict, a lot more calm emotional control in September, and that calmness bringing you the ability to dictate certain outcomes and results in September. So you got some like magician skills this month, but it's somehow tied into your emotional state as well. And that sort of tied back to this whale card here, living as a fully conscious being. Okay, this one flipped out first by itself, and so we have here, trust that what you need is there. With love, all can be accomplished. Exactly. That's where you guys are heading. That's where your energy is heading in the month of September. Like, I think I can accomplish this. This is all that you guys needed. That feeling of like, I think I might be able to do this. That's the only thing that you were missing, pile 3, when it comes to you achieving certain dreams that you have for yourself. The only thing that was missing was that one feeling. And then it says, trust in your new path. All will work out for you, pile 3. See? Trust in your new path. A new path for you is like, this is possible for me. Trust in that. All will work out for you. And underneath the deck here we have, you are your greatest gift. Your life's journey is your masterpiece. Yeah. I think that's what you guys are coming to realize, though. All right, so let's get some other cards here. Okay, so we have here Tempest. So Tempest, as you can see with the lightning in the background, Tempest talks to like a storm, like a really intense storm, right? And I don't know why, but I feel like that's your energy in September. I don't know if some of you guys like working with storms. Look, eruption. Yeah, that's you guys' energy in September. Okay. Some of you guys may like working with storms. When it comes to manifesting, when it comes to doing rituals, you may wait for a storm. You may kind of like working with chaotic energy. Like I said, you have a lot of fire energy. And then we also have the eruption card right here. This is your energy erupting. Because you've been sitting on something for a long time because what may possibly someone else told you that you could or could not do because of the limitations that other people put on you. And so when you get ready to take off from where you're at, when you're ready to be like, you know what, I'm going to try this. You're not just going to step out. You're going to like blast out from where you've been kind of sitting. Okay. I don't know which one came out. We've got healing and destruction. I'm going to keep shuffling for one more though, because I don't know which one was meant for you. But yeah, so this is you guys' energy. Your energy has been cooking for a long time. It's just been sitting there almost like marinating in this energy of, that was evolution on top. But you guys' energy has just been sitting there. It's like your energy's been sitting there building up. Every time somebody told you that you couldn't do something, every time somebody told you you're not going to pull this off, that's not going to be successful, you can't do this, you can't do that. It was like you guys held on to that. And that could be what this Queen of Cups is talking about. As you can see, she's holding this really huge cup right here, right? And so she holds on to things. She contains things. Feminine energy does that anyways. It's receptive energy. It's a receptive polarity. So feminine energy, it holds on to everything. You guys held on to every piece of negativity that somebody threw at you, to every doubt someone imposed on you, to the limits and the restrictions and the you can't. You guys held on to that, and it cooked inside of your womb almost. Like a volcano. And now at this point, you guys have gotten to the place to where you're using that as literal fuel. It's weird the way that your energy and your spirit has transmuted all of that doubtful energy. It's transmuted that into fuel. This is like catapult energy. You guys have been holding on to that. You've been holding on to this for a long time. And something changes in September. Something ignites you in September. Like I said, it could just be the time as well. Then we have here air. Yeah, this is you finally connecting to the way that you think and see things, because air rules the mind. It rules the truth esoterically. That's what air element rules: the mind, communication, truth, contemplation. And then we have here underneath the deck upheaval. Yeah, this is really explosive energy that you're working with in the month of September. And this is because you've just been taking everything that people have put on you and thrown on you. You've just been taking all these doubts, and you're like, all right, bet. That's where you're at, pile 3. Let's get some crystal magic or some crystal messages for you guys for the month of September. Very first one that we have is Tanzanite, Transmutation, Illumination, Psychic. It says, connecting you to spiritual realms and beyond. Tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality into your day-to-day, just like it says here, living as a fully conscious being. And yeah, that's just a little more confirmation with this card here. And it says it helps navigate your journey between altered states of consciousness, from deep meditation to accessing psychic powers. Metaphysical abilities are enhanced with this stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. Tanzanite unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new and acknowledging that the road is ever winding. Your journey is in constant flow. Trust your path. And this is connected to Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Jupiter. Let's get another one. And we also have here pink fluorite. This is the card of guidance, ease, and comfort. Pink fluorite mends pieces of the soul, reintegrating its fragments to make you whole again. Sometimes we get lost along our journey, and pink fluorite can assist us in coming back home to our true selves. Staying present inside your body, acknowledging and accepting each moment as it is, and detaching yourself from outcomes are helpful practices amplified by using pink fluorite. This stone helps ease despair, giving you a surge of comfort and confidence that you have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. And this is Pisces and Mercury. Yeah, just like it said, trust in your new path, all will work out for you. And trust what you need is there. With love, all can be accomplished. All right, let's just get one more for you guys. Okay, and then we have carnelian, and it says this is the crystal of courage, motivation, and endurance. Powerful and bold, carnelian increases confidence in yourself, especially when you need to take center stage and use your voice effectively. Yep. Yeah, and it says a stabilizing stone, carnelian helps balance volatile emotions for long-term vitality. This is why we kept getting those really chaotic energies with the eruption and the tempest right here, and even upheaval. So yeah, it says here, stabilizing stone, carnelian helps balance volatile emotions for long-term vitality. Believed to protect the soul in the afterlife, carnelian is a stone of the living, meant to motivate you to take chances with the life that you have. Yes, this is, like I said, I was talking about in your reading earlier, a why versus a why not sort of mindset. And you guys are leaning more towards like, why not? You know, why isn't this possible for me? And it says, again, I'm going to read that sentence. Carnelian is a stone of the living, meant to motivate you to take chances with the life that you have. Life is meant to be lived with passion and desire, and carnelian gives you the courage to do so. Carpe diem, seize the day. This is connected to Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, as well as the sun. That's the energy that you guys are working with. Again, more fire energy. And you also have the air card right here, which means that this is more so of your mind changing. You not dealing with that constant back and forth battle between that why versus that why not mindset, you know, and that's where you guys are getting on one accord, is within your own mind. And then underneath the deck, we have Charoite right here, bonding, acceptance, and service. Okay, so let's get a couple of final cards for you guys, some final messages, advice from your spiritual team. And this is concerning the chakras. And I'm looking into the chakras for this month because Virgo has everything to do with the 6th house, which deals with health, maintenance, management, functionality. And if anything helps us kind of regulate our own being, it's the chakras. So we got to look into that. So the first one that we have here is life's purpose. And this is the throat chakra that this is dealing with. That could also be why we got the air card for you too. This is more so like, it could be, this is more so you speaking up for yourself as well. And then we have here, again, yeah, more throat chakra energy. And this is the card of truth. And life's purpose says here, you have called this card into your awareness today to highlight that it is the perfect time for you to manifest your life's purpose. What was I talking about? I said earlier in your reading, this could just be the time for you guys. Maybe you just needed to wait. It says that you have called this card into your awareness today to highlight that it is the perfect time for you to manifest your life's purpose. It is our birthright to walk our path with purpose, and now is the time for you to manifest your path into reality. Just like you got the path card right here too. Trust in your new path, all will work out for you. And it says, what is your life purpose, you may ask? If we are all sparks of the divine love of the universe here to express love into reality, then it would make sense that your life purpose is to do what you love to do and to share it with the world. Yes. It says, take a moment to ask yourself, what is it that you love to do? What brings your heart joy? Sometimes there is fear or resistance around your life purpose or what you love to do. Yep. Fears such as rejection, failure, not earning enough money, even a fear of success. Yeah, that is possible. Like I said earlier, somebody may have told you you couldn't do something, or you may be dealing with like a little bit of stage fright and yeah, some sort of fear here. But it says fear is a natural part of the process of stepping out of your comfort zone and is often created when you hold yourself back. If you're waiting for the fear to subside before you start to do what it is that you love, you could be waiting forever. Yeah. And there is a lot in the old saying, feel the fear and do it anyways. It is time for you to dance into your life purpose and to shine your light upon the world. When you listen to your heart and start to plant and water the seeds required to step forward onto your path, miracles happen. Unexpected doors open and opportunities you could never imagine come your way. When you decide to live your life purpose and walk your own path, the universe is there to meet you with with an abundance of blessings. Pulling this card can also indicate that you are already walking your life path. It will not always be easy, so hold on, enjoy, and take the ride of your life. And the affirmation here is, I am in divine alignment and living my life's purpose. Beautiful. So this is about you guys getting started on your life's purpose in the month of September, or actually finding enough courage to be like, why can't I do this? Your whole reading for me has been about you tipping more over to the side of why not? Why isn't this possible? Why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I be successful doing this? But you may be fighting with a lot of doubts there that were placed there by other people. But like I said, in September, you guys get ignited by something where it's like you take all of those doubts that other people put on you, all of those fears, all of that anxiety, and you transmute it into fuel to just like catapult you into this space where you are walking in your purpose, and you're walking proudly in your purpose, and that's a beautiful, beautiful transition right here. And then we have the card here, Truth. And this is also the throat chakra. It says, you have called this card into your awareness today as a reminder that the divine truth of the universe is pulsing through you at all times. There is truth in each moment. However, the challenge is to unravel this truth and understand what it means to you. Everyone has their own perception of the truth, their own personal understanding, and it is not always going to be the same as yours. You're being encouraged to connect and become aware of your truth in a particular situation. It is time you trust and believe in yourself and connect, follow, and express a truth that resonates deeply in your heart. You're constantly being guided to listen to the truth of your soul, and now it is a time to truly believe and action this truth. You could be feeling confused due to taking on someone else's point of view. What did I tell you guys? I told you guys, this is other people putting these doubts in you, saying that you can't do this or you can't do that. And it says right here, it literally says right here, you could be feeling confused due to taking on someone else's point of view or their personal truth regarding a situation. Now you are being encouraged to reassess their view and find the truth that resonates for you. As the saying goes, the truth will set you free. Once you share your truth, you will definitely feel a lot lighter and more at peace. You may be holding back the truth from someone to avoid hurting their feelings. It is now time to open up and be honest with yourself and this person, and find a way to share your truth in a calm and loving way. It is very important. Like I said, you guys are also working with more emotionally calm energy as well too. Just being a little more emotionally detached, so you can kind of take a different perspective emotionally. It is very important that you share from your heart and honor how you feel, so you are not swayed by how the other person receives your truth or how they react. Know that you're being supported at this time as you shine more truth into your life. And the affirmation is, I live and listen to my truth in each moment. And pile number 3, this is all that I'm seeing for you for the month of September as far as amazing things happening for you. There's a new path opening up for you guys. And as long as you are at peace with maybe feeling the fear, but moving forwards anyways, as long as you are at peace with like, yes, other people have doubted me, maybe even I doubted me, but I'm still going to try this. There is no way in hell it's not working out for you guys. And for those of you that have been working a long time, putting in a lot of energy and time and effort into one sort of project or goal, that is where you're going to start to see results in the month of September. This is where you're going to start to see new pathways opening up because of that past work that you've invested into your future. It was your future back then, but in September, it's going to be your present point in time, where you're going to start to see, like I said, new pathways and opportunities opening up. And this is the time for you to take all of this resentment, anger, frustration, the doubts, everything and anything that the world has placed on you and told you what you could and could not do. Everywhere that the world tried to box you in and tell you like, oh, you can only sit at this table. This is the month for you where you denounce all of that and you really move forward in this quite stubborn, hard-headed way. Like, I'm going to do it my way because I want to. Page of Wands energy all day for you in the month of September. And so these are the amazing things happening for you. And because we have all this fire energy that was in your reading, especially with your clarifiers, this is about you guys walking down the path that makes you feel so much more alive and so much more connected to your life's purpose and the reason that you are here. So if you've been feeling very like bored with life, if you've been feeling very like, I don't know what to do, I'm trying to find something else to invest myself into, I'm trying to find my way, I'm trying to find my path, that is what is happening for you in September. Every sense of the word. You could be an entrepreneur trying to make your own industry, trying to find your own way in the world of business. you are finding your path, period. In every sense of the word, you are finding your path, what works for you, what is meant for you in the month of September. And that's the amazing news that's coming in my pile threes, okay? So thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, in pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with some Archangel Animal cards, Oracle cards here. I've never seen these before, so I'm excited to be using these today. So yeah, we're going to be starting off with these Oracle cards just to read the overall energy of your September and the amazing things coming to you this month. Then we're going to get to your tarot cards. Then afterwards, some additional Oracle cards, just kind of wrap up your September and the amazing things on the way to you in terms of energy, or it could be material blessings. It could have to do with your relationships, your profession, your life's purpose, whatever it is. So we're just going to be looking into it, okay? Oh, okay. So we have open yourself to true abundance, Archangels Mary and Raphael, Elephant. Underneath the deck, we have Rabbit, recognize your significance, Archangel Gabriel. Okay, so pile 4. It's really interesting how I've seen a common theme in today's readings that is surrounded by what we think is possible versus impossible. We are in Virgo season. Virgo is quite tedious mentally. Virgo is very, very tuned into the details. Virgo is extremely logical and analytical, and Virgo has a hard time rationalizing with faith. It has a very difficult time just believing in something out of hopes and wants and wishes. Virgo is all about putting in that hard ass work to make something happen. That's what Virgo believes in. That is Virgo's religion, okay? And so Virgo can be it can struggle a little bit with what it believes is possible because of that, because it puts so much pressure on itself. But this for you is all about connecting to abundant energy, big energy, whether this is like big blessings, big moments, big transformations, big endings, big beginnings, whatever it may be. This is like big energy for you in the month of September. So there may be 1 or 2 events that have a very big impact on you in your life in the month of September, not bad events. These are, remember, we're looking into your amazing energy. So these are really big, impactful moments happening in the month of September that is kind of floating around in your September energy, that is umbrelling, or that is like umbrellaed around your September energy. This is what you are under the influence of in the month of September is just bigness, big moments, big events, big experiences, big changes, big endings, big beginnings, just big because we're dealing with abundance right here. So this is also you as well, keeping an open mind about these really big changes. Some of you may not like change very much, and so that may be something that rattles you up a little bit, but this is about getting used to these bigger moments happening, especially in the month of September, because this may be a little bit of a critical point for you in the month or in the year. This may be one of those turning points for you. This month may be. So let's check out your tarot cards here, see what else it is we have going on. Yep, we got the Hanged Man. And you are the only one as well, too, pile 4, that came out with 4 cards. And I'm not shocked. And we have, oh, look. Okay. So this is definitely confirming. This is definitely confirming what I was talking about. Just big moments, big energy. Okay, because we got the Hanged Man, the Tower. Then we got the Ace of Cups. So this is big endings, big beginnings. Okay. All right. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Look at that. And don't let the Tower card or the Hanged Man scare you, because again, like I said, we are only focusing on your amazing energy, your beneficial energy, your aligned energy for the month of September. What I'm seeing here, you've got the Hanged Man, the Tower, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, and they're all upright. So pile 4, this is a pretty powerful month coming off the heels of a pretty explosive situation or experience for sure. So like I was saying, big energy is following you in the month of September. The Tower is not a small moment or experience or event. it's major. It's major. It changes everything when we deal with the Tower. The Tower changes everything. Death card does as well, but the Tower is like, it's different from the Death card. Death is to be expected. The Tower is not. The Tower is not. If there's two things that we can guarantee, it's death and taxes, right? The Tower, on the other hand, no, not necessarily so much. There's this working with surprising sort of energy. So this is definitely working with like big energy, but this is like, you guys may have just come off of the heels, like I said, of a really big moment or event, right? Or experience. And so moving into September, it won't be as destructive as this energy is over here. And don't let these words freak you out, okay? Destruction is divine energy as well. We need storms, right? Without storms, they can't blow around seeds and other things that need to move to other places. Storms help rearrange things. Destruction helps rearrange things. It helps sort of break old things down so new things can grow in that place. And that's exactly what we're seeing with your cards right here. We're seeing the Hangman. The Hangman comes directly before the Death card. He's waiting to die. Then we have the Tower card right here. The destruction of all the material things in the Fool's life, or the material things that he kind of built up around his life. And he destroys all those things because he wants to start over. So this is voluntary destruction. Yes, it comes as a surprise, but at the same time, as you see this falling apart, there is no sense of urgency to go and save it, because there is a sense of feeling like, okay, now I can build something new. Now I can try something different. And that's exactly what we're seeing with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups right here, manifesting what you want. So this could be something falling apart that someone else built up that you never even really wanted, or maybe you did want it at some point, but not anymore. You know, now you're sort of out of alignment with that, and you're ready to create a different life or reality or environment that fits you at this point and stage in your life. So this is a lot more voluntary than anything. It's not like it's going to be something that's necessarily happening to you. It's going to be happening for you. But this is a really big event for my pile fours, if you have intuitively selected this pile. So you know how certain parts of our life will fall apart for other bigger things to come together, but it takes a lot of time to see that turnaround, but not for you, pile four. You may be in the middle of things falling apart somewhere in your life right now with this Hangman and this Tower card right here. And I'm not necessarily shuffling for a clarifier. It just helps me to shuffle to, I don't know why, but when I'm shuffling, I can download the messages a little bit easier. Things may be falling apart somewhere in your life, and Hangman is doing something interesting in this card. He's making the number 4 with his legs, as you can see right here. He's making that number 4 with his legs. And that number 4 is really, really interesting. Because for those of you on Patreon, we actually just talked about the Emperor and how in earlier decks, like the Visconti deck, the Emperor is making a 4. Just like with his legs right here, how the Hangman is making a 4 with his own legs. The Emperor was making the number 4, or the symbol of Jupiter, with his legs in those earlier decks, while sitting back and making decisions, because it was a show of power. I'm sitting back, resting, relaxing, making impactful decisions is going to affect my entire society, or all of my citizens, right? That's the ultimate power right there. I'm resting while ruling over people. And the Hangman is much different. He's not hanging out of power. He's hanging out of surrender. Or you can see it as the Emperor gave an order or conviction, and the Hanged Man is serving that sentence, which is why the Justice card comes before the Hanged Man and Death comes after. So the number of stability and security, number 4, being upside down, is telling me that you have surrendered something that you gave a lot of time to. You're surrendering to something that you used to depend on, that used to serve as your foundation or stability. So you built something up that you are purposefully tearing down now. You built something up that you are consciously tearing down. You built something up that you are walking away from, and you know what you are giving up. You know that there's no coming back from this. You know you can't reverse this decision once you walk away. But you also can't help but feel like this is going to make way for much better, greater things. Open yourself to true abundance with the Elephant card right here. And you're very aware of that. You're very aware of that. But like I said, you know you can't reverse this decision once you walk away from it. Four of Wands. Some of you, wow. Four of Wands is the card of home, and not home in the sense like our physical home. It can represent the physical home, like you're building like your house or something. But this is actually more so of just any sort of foundation that we built that makes us feel safe and makes us feel secure. This is what that is talking about. So for some of you, you're walking away from your home. You're walking away from maybe your hometown. You're walking away from the things that make your life feel like your life. You're walking away from all of the familiarity of things. You're walking away from the familiar. Yeah, look at that. Two of Wands. Two of Wands also came out. Yeah, you guys are walking away from the familiar because you're like, but I see the possibility for something new to grow in place. I see the possibility of like, yeah, if I destroy this or I lose that, I have the opportunity to gain something else, as we can see in the stark contrast between the first two cards and the second two cards here. You got the Hangman and the Tower over here on this side of the energy, and then you have the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups over here on this side of the energy. So this is like you're making way for something by voluntarily destroying something in your life, or voluntarily like allowing it to kind of destruct, you know? And so yeah, Nine of Swords, and it came out like this. You guys may just kind of be ready too. Some of you guys are almost ready, for this moment, because you may be sick of waiting for that tower to fall. For some of you, this tower has been crumbling for a long time and it hasn't completely fallen yet, and you're ready for it to fall so you can just move on. I don't know why this is coming up. I don't even know how this would tie into your reading. But someone here may be dealing with somebody that's sick. They've been sick for a long time. And you've been living with the fear of the time coming where maybe they go back home. I don't know why that's coming up, and I don't even know how that ties into your reading. But there's just something about somebody here, and this is a very specific message, so it's probably only for like literally one of you in this pile. But it's like with this Nine of Swords, it was a Nine of Swords that came out that brought that message up, that some of you have been living in a lot of anxiety or just like stress or fear because you're waiting for that one moment to hit. Every time your phone rings, you're scared, you're shook up, you're thinking, oh God, is this it? It's this, wow. It's like this nauseous feeling all the time, like, oh God, every time the phone rings, every time you get a text. If that's the case, the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups is sheer peace. It's peace. Look, the Emperor. When we were just talking about the Emperor, how he had the he was crying. he was the one that was making the four with his legs. So yeah, back to what I was saying though, even before all that. You guys know that you can't reverse this decision once you walk away. Someone or something may have told you can't come back if you do this, if you walk away, if you leave. But you do this for your own peace with this Ace of Cups right here. It's also, let me say, 333 right now. That number may be following you around quite a bit in the month of September. It may have been following you around up until this point. You may see it a lot. Threes in sequence, anything like that. But yeah, you're getting a major break from a painful situation, pile 4. Major break from a painful situation. Like with this Ace of Cups, I'm just hearing silence. But it is so peaceful. For some people, silence is maddening. It disturbs them. It freaks them out. But for you, the silence is something that you haven't had in a long time, and it's something that you've been wanting for such a long time. Some of you are also moving in September as well. Feeling that very strongly. Oh yeah, we got the Four of Wands right here. Okay, yeah, that's just confirmation. Some of you are also moving in the month of September, moving into like a different home, like physically a different home. You changing homes, it definitely keeps popping up into your reading. Someone here is also sick of looking like the bad guy. I'm sorry that I keep getting all these like little messages kind of interfering and just coming in out of nowhere. I think it has to be one of your ancestors here or something. kind of just relaying some sort of information. Especially with the Emperor here. There may be a masculine figure on the other side that you were very close to. Some of you could be dealing with a father that is ill right now or that is sick. And it's bringing you a lot of uncertainty and a little bit of fear. And you just want to know. You just want to know that everything's fine. You're just ready to know that everything's fine. Some of you, Jesus, some of you have been watching this person in pain with this Hangman card right here. You've really been watching them suffer. Because I keep getting the feeling, whoever this is has been watching someone suffer. I keep getting the feeling that you're ready for them to have peace. And you're struggling with those feelings. Ooh, I don't want to keep going any deeper with this. Oh my God. You're struggling with these feelings though, because it's like you don't want to let them go. You don't want them to go, but you can't take much more of seeing them in pain though either. I'm not sure why this keeps coming up in your reading for September. And this is a very specific message. It's literally for like one person here, but it's coming through so strongly. This could be like a father or grandfather figure. Changing homes as well. That's another thing that keeps popping up in your reading. And the fact that somebody is sick of looking like the bad guy. So there could be a person or a situation that keeps pinning everything on you or blaming you for everything with this Hangman right here, but it's not you. And you've known that, which is why you have allowed maybe this person to do this for so long. But recently you decided to jump out of that burning building because it's not doing you any favors to stay in there with this Tower card right here. You know, and it's like at first you were in there trying to help or maybe save someone else or coax someone else out of that burning building. You may have been trying to help them, but you knew, like, I gotta walk away. I have to abandon this burning building and this person. They didn't want to save themselves. Matter of fact, they wanted to go down with you and them in the building. They're not interested in helping themselves or receiving any help, and so you've abandoned this mission. And this is not concerning the other message where somebody could maybe sick right now. This is just concerning somebody that just does not want to help themselves. You know, they just don't want to do better. And that may be somebody that you're dealing with in your life. And the fact that you want to do better, they may be like pointing fingers at you and being like, you're a problem. You're the issue. You're the problem. What's wrong with you? And it's like you guys they're blaming you for wanting to be better. You know, that's what's really happening here. But I see you kind of jumping ship, getting out of that situation and just leaving them in there. You know, they're not interested in helping themselves or receiving any help. And so you've abandoned the mission. You've had to do this for your own peace. This is a situation that could have happened in August, just before September, at the beginning of this month. And like I said, your turnaround and finding out if this was a good decision for you or not is fast as hell, because almost immediately you have this silence or this peace with this Ace of Cups and this Nine of Cups. You've got your own space with this Nine of Cups where you don't have to be subjected to someone's instability anymore. You don't have to be subjected to somebody's self-sabotaging behavior anymore, self-destructive behavior anymore. You know, it's like you get out of there just in time to set up your own life, your own business, your own space, your own home, your own company, your own project. You know, you get out of there just in the nick of time, because this situation is sure to collapse at any moment in the month of September, and you're not waiting around to go down with them because they don't want to help themselves. And so they may be putting you in trial with this Hangman card right here, being like, how could you abandon me? How could you do this? And it's like, I'm not, just because you want to go down in this building doesn't mean I want to. You know, we have here the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is you guys focusing on your own productivity in the month of September. This is you guys really focusing on what you've got going on in terms of like just productive projects. This is your work. This is you really focusing on your work. Ace of Wands in reverse right here. Underneath the deck, the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is you guys really focusing. Also have the Three of Cups that came out too. This is just you guys really focusing on your work. You may have sort of ended a relationship in August. I don't know why I keep feeling that. You may have ended a relationship in August, or ended like hanging out with a certain group of people because you need to really focus right now more so on work and what you're doing and building your own craft and building your own kind of foundation or your own way right now. Yeah, we also have the Four of Wands right here. You guys are trying to establish something from your own plans, from your own imagination, from your own visualizations. This is something that you guys have been planning for a long time, and now you have to really dedicate your time and your energy to this. You might not have as much time to go out and hang out with friends and things like that. And this is another thing that the Emperor can serve as, is boundaries, you know, just making certain boundaries, because it's like when you want to achieve something, you have to set boundaries. This is something that we also just talked about on Patreon with the Emperor, is that it's about setting boundaries so that I can get certain things done, so that I can have more freedom in the future. It's crazy how boundaries gives us more freedom, but it's because it gives us more clarity. And you guys are aware of that. Page of Pentacles, this is something, you're a student of your own craft right now, especially in the month of September. And this is why you just might not have enough time, because you are trying to, and look at this, we even have the Ace of Wands, then the Two of Wands, and then the Four of Wands right here. So this is definitely right here, you guys like having some sort of vision, having some sort of dream, having some sort of goal, planning it. You've already been in the planning stages. In the month of September, you're actually setting it up. You're actually setting it up, and you want more stability with it. So it's like you have to really dedicate a lot of time to something that you're trying to build from scratch, right? It takes a lot more time, energy, and effort. And so you don't have time to devote to things that are sure to collapse, like with the Tower right here. If there's anything around you that is sure to collapse, you are having the easiest time in September walking away from it, because you're like, I'm not trying to collapse, I'm trying to build. So there may be a couple of people in your life that you're on just you guys are on two separate pages. This other person may be sort of still in their destructive energy, you know, they haven't found a reason to build something just yet. And you may be on the page where you're like, I found something to build. I found something that I love. I found something here. Where's that at? I found something here. It's like I found something here that I can really believe in. I really believe in this. I really believe in this. I really want to do this. I don't have a reason to be destructive anymore. Now I have a reason to get up and to try and to put in that effort. I have a reason to build something. And that's where I see you guys really focusing this month. Let's see, let's get some additional cards here. Okay, and so we have here, it is safe to let go. You're surrounded by love, just like that Tower card right there. You guys are allowing it to fall. Look, let it out, let it flow. Open up the heart to feel. You guys are allowing whatever is destructive to self-destruct. You've been doing that. I don't even really feel like you're on that in September. I feel like you guys have been doing that. That you guys, especially in the month of August, whatever was self-destructive, you allowed it to destruct. You're not fighting. You're not trying to save. You're not caping for nobody in the month of September. You're like, listen, I don't have time to be your savior. You got to save yourself. Because right now I'm trying to focus on building something here. And you're not helping if you are trying to destroy, you know? And so it says here, what does your heart want? Be free to manifest your heart's desires. That's what you guys are bringing into form in the month of September. But you guys had to get away from some destructive energy that was around you. And this may have been people, this may have been certain relationships that just, they have destructive energy. Like I said, they haven't found a reason to plant seeds yet. They haven't found something that they want to grow yet. Or if they have, they're too scared to do it. They're not ready to do it yet. And you're planting seeds. So why would somebody plant seeds in a field that's on fire? No one's going to do that. That's counterproductive. And you're realizing how counterproductive this person or this relationship or this situation is. And that's why you're like saying, sorry, got to get out of this burning building. You got to go down by yourself because I'm not going down with you. You know, it's like, I love myself here. Yeah, epiphany. See, it's a huge realization. It's a huge realization. This person or this situation is self-destructive. I'm out of here. Huge realization that you guys have. I read a quote the other day that says, we don't find happiness, we create it. And pile 4, that's where you're at. Like, you're creating your own happiness. That's what you're doing. And so you've had this epiphany, this realization that I need to surround myself in an environment. Oh, look at that. We've got stillness and structure. And then we also have, what came out over here? Upheaval. Yeah. Yeah, just like we have with the Tower right here. So, you guys are on track to creating your own happiness in September. You're not about this destruction anymore. If you guys ever were like that, you know, destructive yourself, you're not like that anymore, especially not in September. You've kind of, that's not your vibe at all. Okay, so we have citrine spirit quartz, intentional self-awareness discernment, a centered and empowered stone. Citrine spirit quartz asks that you take command over your life. Yeah, this is what I was just talking about. By having clear intentions, you can begin to lead from a grounded and assertive place. Yeah, this is you guys saying like, no, I'm taking control. I'm not going down with that damn building. Like, I don't want to, you know? And it says, yeah, you can begin to lead from a grounded and assertive place, giving you the results that complement your needs. Citrine spirit quartz enhances your sense of self-awareness, dissolving apprehension and self-doubt to clear the way for more confidence in your daily life, no matter what material things you may or may not possess. It is highly focused and excellent stone for planning and goals. It resonates with all signs of the sun and the moon. Yeah, you guys are not resonating with destructive energy anymore. If you were somebody that self-sabotage, you know, ever at one point, or just kind of had like a fuck it sort of attitude, I don't really care what happens, that is not your energy at all anymore. Like, you've really got something that means something to you now, and you're trying to protect that. Then we have here amber, and it says warmth. It says warmth, regeneration, grounding, exuding warmth and electrical charge. Amber was believed by the Chinese to encapsulate the soul of the tiger when it dies. With a rich history, amber was used as a protective talisman dating back to ancient times. Technically comprised of tree resin that has been fossilized, amber is used for grounding higher energies back to earth. When rubbed, it can become electrically charged, dispelling negativity and igniting desire. Amber is used as a purifier, cleansing the environment and chakras alike. Use amber to electrify your life. This is related to Leo, Aquarius, and the sun. All right, let's get another. Oh, okay. This just flipped over. All right, and it says here this is sunstone, and this is the crystal of leadership, confidence, and freedom. Sunstone shines bright, igniting willpower underneath the sun's rays. A stone of leadership. Sunstone gives you the courage to step out on your own and dare to make a difference. Yeah. This is you guys doing that. It says radiating warmth and vitality. Sunstone brings confidence to the beholder and is known to bring good luck. Fortuitous in nature, sunstone brings out your natural talents, allowing you to shine like the star you are. Sunstone helps, it's not focused, sorry. A sunstone helps fulfill karmic contracts, alleviating pressures around a sense of purpose or fulfillment. Like I said, you guys found something to invest yourself into, to love now. It says abundance will flow once you nurture your gifts. Just like it says, open yourself to true abundance right here with the elephant card. And then let's get some final messages here from your spiritual team. Looking into the chakras, let's get some messages from your chakras. I'm looking into the chakras this month because we're in Virgo season for a majority of September, and Virgo season rules the 6th house, and it's all about health and functionality, management, maintenance. And so the chakras are the energy centers in our body that helps to regulate our vibration. So I figured we need to look into which chakras are really working towards our benefit this month. And so we have your root chakra, family. Oh, so this may be, you guys, some of you may be dealing with some family stepping away. You may have stepped away from some family at some point, especially last month. That was just destructive. They were destructive. Or this could be tying back into that other message as well, where I said it may be a masculine figure in your life, a father figure, a grandfather that may be ill at the moment. And then we also, yeah, you guys, I am a little freaked out right now. We have holistic health. This is the card of health dealing with the root chakra. Like I was just talking about, somebody may be sick right now. And then underneath the deck here, we have rebirth. And this is the soul star chakra, I believe. Or it might be the earth star chakra. Okay, so you guys, if some of you are resonating with just dealing with a sick loved one or a family member, you know, and it's been difficult for you, I'm definitely going to be lighting a candle for you guys after this reading, just for some strength, for some support, for whatever it is that you guys need. I don't know what you need. God knows what you need. The universe knows what you need. And I'm just going to light a candle for that if you're dealing with that, because I can't even imagine how difficult that has to be. So for us to get the family card and then the health card, and me to get that message earlier in your reading before even shuffling these cards, that definitely makes me think as though, yeah, that's a big message that somebody needs to hear. So interesting thing though that's coming through. If you are dealing with somebody that has a loved one that has been ill, and we're focusing on the amazing things happening for you in the month of September, this could be speaking to healing as well. This could be speaking to some sort of a solution. This could be speaking to some sort of a cure. This could be speaking to some sort of good news when it comes to that situation. Okay, so let me just read the cards here out of the book, because these are messages from your chakras and your own spiritual team for the month. So let's see. So we have here family, and it says this is the root chakra. You've pulled this card into your awareness today to let you know the energy of your ancestors is surrounding you. Beautiful. So that emperor there was one of your ancestors, one of your loved ones. And it says it's a powerful time for healing family wounds and dissolving any ancestral karma. It has been understood for thousands of years that we carry through our bloodlines old patterns and karma from those family members who walked before us. Just like some physical issues can be handed down the family line, so can emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalances. There is a big chance that any challenges that you are going through at this time could be connected in some way to family karma. Yeah, so again, either you're dealing with a loved one that may be ill, or you're dealing with a family member or some family members that are still destructive and you don't want to be that way anymore. You're trying to do things differently, you know, and they may be looking at you like, what's wrong with you, you know? Because you're trying to change that. You're trying to change your ancestral karma, your generational karma. And it says here, there's a big chance that, it says, take a moment to tune in and ask where this pattern or challenge is coming from. You can do this by quieting the mind and taking some time to be still and to listen. Once you identify the root of the issue, you can simply light a candle and have a conversation in your mind with that family member. See yourself handing back the issue to this ancestor. They place this energy into their heart where it transmutes into something positive, and then they hand it back to you. Now place it in your heart for healing. Allow this energy to release you from this karma as you now receive the love, wisdom, and guidance from your ancestors. Family is an integral part of life. We are born into these little tribes for a reason. We learn big lessons of unconditional love through the interactions and challenges with family. This card can also indicate that you may have been experiencing a conflict within the family unit, and it is now time for resolution. This card could also be a sign that a family member who has passed is with you, guiding and supporting you from the other side. A powerful way to connect to our ancestors is through the energy of trees. Take a moment to sit in nature with your favorite tree and open yourself to hear the whispers of wisdom from your ancestors, the ones who walked this path before you. Affirmation is I am at peace and at one with my family. So a couple of messages that came through as I was reading is one being that for those of you that maybe went through a pretty big explosive argument with maybe like a family member last month in August, there's some sort of explosive energy from August that you guys are kind of carrying into September, or, you know, this is just, you're just coming off the heels of that, like I said in the beginning of your reading. And so this card could definitely be alluding to you guys getting back on the same page, reconnecting, healing, coming to a place where you guys heal these issues that you may have been having, where you guys come back into each other's life, where you guys apologize, where you guys are like, you know what, we're ready to stop destroying our relationship. We're ready to heal together, but you guys are going to do this as a unit, where it's like, we're doing this together. We're going to lean on each other to help break this generational karma, these generational issues within our family. Another thing that also may be coming through here, for those of you, August, you may have lost a loved one. The reason that this message keeps coming through is because they want to say, I'm fine, as well to say that if you were there with them in the last moments, that they knew you were there and that they're really appreciative of that. They're really appreciative of you being strong enough to kind of help them, to kind of carry them through that, because it may have been scary for them in a way, to kind of be able to feel that they were about to go back home. And so for you being there was something about that brought them some comfort. And I think that that's why they keep coming through in your reading, just to say like, thank you, you know, and that they're still around you. If you lost a loved one in August, if you're dealing with a family member that may be ill, then this is another ancestor or another loved one that is on the other side that is saying, I'm right there with them as well. I'm right there with them as well, surrounding them, you know, helping them, giving them some sort of support, giving them some sort of comfort, some sort of spiritual comfort, you know. You might not be aware of it, but that's what's happening on that spiritual side. So there's a few different messages here, because it's like your aunt, somebody is really trying to get a message through to you about this situation, whether it's dealing with an issue or an argument with a family member or somebody that is ill or someone that has passed on. And then with holistic health, let me read this card here, dealing with the root chakra. And it says here, you have drawn this card today to let you know that healing is at hand. Oh, yes, I love that. It says it is your natural state of being to be healthy in all aspects of your life. Your mind, body, and spirit are constantly working to attain good health. Due to the world that we live in, which is filled with stress and toxic chemicals, disharmony is prevalent. The body, however, has an innate intelligence to heal. Your job is to get out of its way and clear your emotional and mental imbalances so the body can heal itself. Disease and sickness can occur on many levels. The body can store old emotions and beliefs, which in time can create imbalances in your outer energy, causing disharmony and disease or dis-ease. Healing is holistic, and when you can work on the many layers of being, miraculous healing can occur and a state of well-being can take place. That could be the other big energy that I kept getting for you guys, was like there's this big like miracle, miraculous energy working with you guys. So this could be like a miraculous cure, miraculous healing, you know, somebody pulling through that you guys thought maybe they might not make it to October, you know, and it's like this could be somebody pulling through, right? So this is really beautiful news to hear. And it says, have you been feeling out of balance, sluggish, and generally unwell? It is time to tune in and become aware of any disharmony in your field. Do what is required for holistic healing to occur. It's time to expand your awareness and look behind the issue at what emotion or outdated belief system could be causing an imbalance. You are the most powerful person in your life to create profound healing. It is time to look at yourself holistically and let go of anything that is not serving your highest purpose at this time. Do what is required to nurture this process, whether it is to go and see a healer, massage therapist, start a daily practice like yoga, meditation, or some form of exercise. You may also be guided to change what you eat or change something in your environment. Whatever your mind, body, and spirit is calling you to do, it is a perfect time to take action and invite holistic healing into your life. Affirmation here is every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. So one of the biggest amazing things happening to my pile fours in the month of September is this miraculous energy working with you. This is the ability to be healed, to be cured of something that maybe you thought was such a bad affliction that you wouldn't be able to pull through it. Whether it's dealing with someone's health, whether it's dealing with a loved one that you're wondering, oh my God, are they going to be able to see October? Are they going to see 2022? This could even be a relationship with somebody that you really love, where you're like, I don't think our relationship is going to make it to October. I don't think we're going to make it to 2022. Anywhere that you feel like, or you're questioning, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, that's exactly what you're going to make it through. And that's exactly what you're going to be making it out of in the month of September. And this is why this Tower and this Hangman card was here, because it's like, yes, this is uncomfortable. It's wearing on you guys, you know, it's wearing you out a little bit, but there's something that comes through interference wise. It comes through very quickly for you with this Ace of Cups and this Nine of Cups that gives you this sense of release and this sense of ease. It says, oh my God, I don't have to worry anymore. I'm okay. It's finally over. It's finally done. We finally have a verdict. We finally know what's going on. We finally have a cure. We're finally past this. We finally made it over that hill. So this is about you guys in the month of September making it over that hill that you're really questioning, like, is this going to happen? I don't know. Yes, you will. Pile 4, this is all that I'm seeing. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys.